Now, with Andy Ulickney, here's the voice of the Dogs, Jim Doyle.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight from Crispin Field in Berwick, it's the Bulldogs against the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West. I am Jim Doyle along with Andy Ulickney. The producer of this broadcast is Julie Lentz. Well, when you follow the Berwick football team as closely as Andy and I do week to week, you know that they are getting better and better each week. But you also know that they're not being rewarded in the win column. The Bulldogs come in 1-4. Their 4 losses are teams that are combined 17-3. And it'll get a lot harder after this game because they face a Dallas and a Danville team that are combined 9-1 at the moment. But this would be a realistic chance for a Bulldog victory. Because while they are 1-4, so is the opposition, Wyoming Valley West. They are 1-4, but while Berwick is trending up in their effort and their performance, not so much for the Spartans. Under first-year head coach Bob Stelma, they got off to a great start. They beat North Pocono 21-13. In fact, the opening kickoff, the first play in the head coaching career of Bob Stelma, was returned 91 yards for a touchdown by Tyler Mattis. Since then, though, they have not won a game, and they are really struggling on the offensive end. Shut out by Scranton, shut out by Dallas. 13 against Pittston area, 7 against Crestwood. And those offensive problems will be hard to solve without their starting quarterback, Lucas Zanzevich, who is out for the second straight game, and without their outstanding running back, Isaiah Cobb, who was hurt on the first possession of the Dallas game, didn't return. We saw him in a walking boot on the field. He will not play as well. So the door is open for the Bulldogs. Can they cash in and get a victory against their longtime rivals? The 48th meeting tonight between Wyoming Valley West and Berwick. Andy Ulickney with us for Bulldogs football. And Andy, so many encouraging things in the last couple of weeks, even last week. A 34-21 final, but against a very big, the biggest team they'll face, and a very talented Wilkes-Barre area team. I thought Berwick, well, we gave him an A for effort, and Orlando agreed.
Yeah, and, you know, from early in the season, guys are a little bit shy, not comfortable, afraid to get out of position and not be as aggressive as they needed to. Here at mid-season, we saw it up there in Wilkes-Barre. I thought the effort was really strong. People putting their nose in, being aggressive, not being afraid to hit, and looking very good, in my opinion.
Wyoming Valley West obviously hurting with their starting quarterback out, their leading rusher out. Berwick is without Billy Hansen tonight, who's out with an injury. That is not an insignificant loss for the Bulldogs.
No, he is the best. He's the go-to guy. But Josh Kishba, I thought, has looked very, very good when they've thrown in his direction. Ty Wilkerson certainly has talent as well. And I still think it's going to come down to the running game. I think that finesse game where you power with Tyler Winter straight ahead and then run the quarterback off of that with Ethan Lear, I think that's going to be the bread and butter. And passing, by surprise or variety off of those actions.
Well, you referred to Billy Hansen as a receiver, and he's a good one, the leading receiver with 20 catches on the season. But you take away your best man in the secondary as well.
Hey, not just that, you like him to cover. They moved him from safety to corner to take on the very best receiver, and boy, there's some nice ones over there. You're seeing a 6'6" receiver in Mackay Wells for Valley West. And you're still juggling. Gavin Galusha started the last game. He took a shot in the ribs. He's out this week. They're moving Braylon Hawkins from his linebacker position back to a safety. They've been working him there, working in Eric Estrella and Caleb May. And, you know, it's a bit of a juggling act. What's going to happen? Unfortunately, I guess, if you have to match up with any team this week, it's when an outstanding quarterback like Lucas Zanzevich is out for Valley West.
I talked to the Spartans' first-year head coach, Bob Stelma. I says, let me get this right. Opening kickoff, your first game as a head coach, run back for a touchdown. You must have thought this gig was pretty easy.
My first game as a head coach, I come down, and they threw a flag before the play started. They called a delay of game. We were too late getting down to the field, and then it was downhill from there.
But your pregame speech must have been killer.
It went on and on.
Well, Andy will be by later with the keys to tonight's game. When we return, we'll tell you more about the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West. You're listening to Berwick Football on Pop Radio.
Experience a drive that makes you feel more connected than ever before at a price you can afford at W&L Mazda.
Discover the luxury Mazda vehicles without the high price tags. Whether you're looking for technology and fuel efficiency for long commutes or the extra space for weekend getaways, head to W&L Mazda today for a test drive.
The W&L Mazda team will take the time to understand your drive and will match you with a perfect Mazda to accompany you on the way to success. We're off Route 11 in Northumberland, or visit us the last week of September at the Bloomsburg Fair just off C Ave. Find us online at WNLMazda.com.
The subs at Bob's Subs and Pizza in Berwick have so much meat in them you'll be having leftovers for days. The Italian is piled high with fresh slices of ham, capicola, salami, and pepperoni on a freshly baked bun. Bob's cheesesteak oozes with cheesy goodness woven into a mountain of thinly sliced ribeye steak. So if you're tired of bland, unsatisfying subs, Bob's Subs and Pizza in Berwick is your new go-to. With over 22 different kinds of sumptuous, hearty subs, you'll find just the one or two to cure your cravings. And the pizza at Bob's Subs and Pizza, oh, it's so good. Bob's Subs and Pizza in Berwick. Taste the difference.
Hi, this is Shelby Engel, Business and Marketing Manager with Rocky Auctions. When you make a purchase at a local business, 50% of those dollars stay right here in our community. Local is better.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, I might cry.
Hey, that's Jen Mapes from Mapes Farm Fresh in New Berlin. They're one of this year's recipients in the Seven Mountains Media Local Business Grant.
We're a very small family dairy farm, and I know this $10,000 grant's really going to help us out.
The Seven Mountains Media Local Business Grant is proudly supported by these amazing local businesses: W&L, Subaru, Mazda, Nissan, Rocky Auctions, and Wise Markets.
This is Bird football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Beautiful night for high school football, warm, and see a little sunshine remaining in the distance as we get ready for the renewal of a long rivalry, Berwick against Wyoming Valley West, the jointure of 7 different schools to form. Wyoming Valley West came about in 1967. That was the first year that these two teams met. Berwick leads this series, 30 wins for the Bulldogs, 16 for the Spartans, and there has been one tie. But we mentioned earlier, the Bulldogs have had their way with the Spartans of late. They've won the last 5, including 41-13 last season. By the way, the longest winning streak in the series was 10 by Berwick. From 1987 to 1996, Wyoming Valley West won 4 straight from 2009 to 2012. That win for the Spartans to start the season was significant, not only because it was the head coaching debut of Bob Stelma, but also because it snapped a program 16-game losing streak. They were winless a year ago, and the streak was 16 altogether before that victory over North Pocono, but no victories since. Losses to Scranton, Pittston area, Crestwood, and Dallas. Bob Stelma is a graduate of Wyoming Valley West, 1990, excellent lineman in his day, and also went on to play PSAC football at East Stroudsburg. The last 4 seasons, he was an assistant coach at Hanover area, and now, for the first time, he is a head coach.
We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, with you and your children every step of the way.
Every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
Save today on a great selection of the best appliance brands and discover top-notch service at Flick Brothers Electric in Bloomsburg. Browse their showroom, which features appliances in a variety of different kitchen. Electric, Maple Lane, Bloomsburg, for over 65 years. Call 570-784-3440.
The lowest rates and the Blaze Alexander lowest price guaranteed. Now is the time to drive one off our lot. Shop online where we're always open. Alexander Family Buick GMC in Bloomsburg. Taking the deals the other guys won't.
Proud sponsor of Penn State Athletics.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick. The roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates. Why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding. Specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas. Now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Weekend number 6 of the 10-week regular season for high school football. The 2023 season about to kick off here at Crispin Field, home to Berwick football since 1929. It's the Bulldogs. And a renewal of a rivalry with the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West. Here are the starters for the Spartans. At a tight end, number 7, Cam Ingram. He is a 6'1", 210-pound junior. 4 receptions on the season for 57 yards. Now, we understand there are some changes in their starting offensive line to start this game. And some of the regular starters may move in as the game progresses. But we'll tell you what we saw out on the field as they were warming up. The left tackle is number 50, Elliott Thomas, a 6'3", 305-pound senior. The left guard is number 62. That's Logan Kaliani, 5'9", 210-pound junior. The starting center for the Spartans is number 51, Tyler Ruddy, 5'10", 190, a junior. The right guard is number 54, Nasir Hall, 6'3", 240, a senior. And the right tackle, number 73, Gavin Brady. He's a junior, 6'2", 270 pounds. The quarterback is number 17, Carson Brown. He's 5'11", 170 pounds, a junior. Has rushed for 36 yards on the season. He's completing 54% of his passes, 18 for 33. He played the entire game against Dallas as Lucas Zansevich, the starter, a senior, was out of that game, and he will be out of this game as well with injury. Also out of the lineup for them is their leading rusher, Isaiah Cobb. He is a powerful runner, 6'2", 225 pounds. He was hurt on the first possession of that game against Dallas last week. So we're likely to see number 1, Paul Riggs. He is 6', 175 pounds, a junior. 141 yards rushing, averaging a little over 4 yards a carry. We'll also see number 3, Tyler Mattis. He is a 5'10", 150-pound junior. 7 catches for 35 yards. They'll use a couple of fullbacks. The starter is number 2, Jake Damascus. He's 5'10", 195, a junior. We'll also see a senior, number 35, Bronx Maldonado, 5'11", 225 pounds. At the wide receivers, Ty Makaravich, number 8, is 5'10", 160, a senior. He is the leading receiver on the team with 8 catches for 65 yards. We'll also see Makai Wells, who is undoubtedly the tallest wide receiver that Bulldogs will have to deal with. He's 6'6", 180, a senior, 6 catches on the season for 93 yards. That is the starting lineup. Offensively, the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West, under Bob Stellman, his first season as head coach, they come in with a record of 1-4. We'll check the starters for the Bulldogs when we return. You're listening to Berwick Football on Pop Radio.
The Mayo Funeral Homes, located at 110 Chestnut Street in Berwick and 77 Main Street in Chickashinny, are proud sponsors of Berwick Bulldog football. The Mayo Funeral Homes, serving all faiths, makes it easier for those you love with pre-arranged funeral counseling, insurance, and pre-financed funerals. Mayo Funeral Homes also offers expert guidance in both traditional and cremation services. Mayo Funeral Homes, perfection in every detail.
Hi, this is Cassidy from the Independence Ford Service Department, Route 11 in Bloomsburg. Does your Ford or Lincoln vehicle need service? Having trouble getting an appointment at your usual service center? At Independence Ford, we can and will take care of all your service needs. Regardless of where you purchase your Ford or Lincoln vehicle, our goal is to get you back on the road. Give me a call for an appointment today at 784-1414.
Come and get a great deal and total satisfaction.
Independence Ford, better people, better prices.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 30 years experience and new Bulldog wear for every age, including masks, tees, polos, sweater shirts, jackets, and hats. They even have brand new indestructible silicone cups, koozies, car coasters, decals, and more. Shop at masonsmonogram.com for their new items and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogram for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
Yannick Real Estate is your full-service real estate agency. Buying, selling, residential, commercial, multifamily, land, and rental management. Call Yannick Real Estate. Owner Mike Yannick, a veteran himself, served his country and has been serving this area for decades. Mike and his staff will guide you through the real estate process. Veterans, be sure to check the VA loan options. Yannick Real Estate, your full-service real estate agency. 1232 West Front Street in Berwick. Call 759-3300.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Berwick football from Crispin Field tonight. Bulldogs against the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West. Here's the starting lineup offensively for Berwick. The tight end, number 34, Harrison Snyder, 6'3", 220, a senior. Couple of catches on the season for 14 yards. The left tackle is a good-sized sophomore, number 56, J.J. Leonard, 6 foot, 230 pounds. The only senior on that offensive front is the left guard, number 78, Liam Carroll, 5'10", 232, a senior. Gavin Jones starts at center. He's 5'7", 195, a junior. Matt Gordner starts at right guard. He wears number 62. He is 6 foot, 265 pounds, a sophomore. And the right tackle is a junior, number 64, Chase Shuckers, 6'1", 268 pounds. You mentioned the Bulldogs without their leading receiver on the season, out with an injury, Billy Hansen, 20 catches on the season coming in. They will be with number 14, Josh Kishbaugh, who's 5'10", 160, a senior, 9 catches on the season for 112 yards. At another wideout, number 20, Ty Wilkerson, sophomore speedster, 6'1", 165 pounds, 13 receptions on the season for 104 yards. The starting quarterback coming off a terrific effort at Wilkes-Barre area last Friday, Ethan Lear. On the season, completing just under 60% of his passes, also carrying the ball for 235 yards. Last week, he was 14 for 17 in passing, ran the ball 18 times for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. The leading rusher on this team is number 5, Tyler Winter. He's 5'7", 165, a senior, 436 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns. And the fullback, number 33, Jimmy DeAndrea, 5'11", 195, a senior. Starting lineup offensively for the Bulldogs as they make their appearance on the near side of the field. Blue jerseys, white helmets, white pants, white numerals. Berwick shut out in their opener against Southern Columbia, but have been averaging over 20 points a game since then. Berwick against Wyoming Valley West. Keys to tonight's game, Andy Lickney.
Well, I think the keys for Berwick, Jim, is to control things on the ground. Offensively, I think they got to use Tyler Winter and Ethan Lear, and they proved to be a very effective duo. Tyler Winter is the running back, has great numbers. He's able to burst straight ahead. He puts his head down, runs hard, not the biggest of backs, but the quickness generates some power. He gave him the nice seam with that offensive line, and off he goes. When you start keying on him, then it's the quarterback's turn, Ethan Lear. He'll pull it out of the running back's belly, and he'll take it a hole wider or take it a hole inside, and that's been an amazingly effective play. I don't know why it seems so deceptive, why teams don't game plan against that a little bit better. But it's been working, and you keep going with it until somebody proves they can stop it. And, of course, the offensive line deserves a lot of credit. Repeating your guys, Jim, at tackles, J.J. Leonard and Jay Shuckers. The guards, Liam Carroll and Matt Gordner, and Gavin Jones in the center of it all. They've been solid. The team expected them to be a force throughout. the year, and they certainly have not let it down with this running game that we've seen featuring Tyler Winter and Ethan Lear. They're going to see a 3-5 look. That puts 3 linebackers and sort of 2 outside backers, defensive ends. You can do a lot of stunting off of that. We'll see how aggressively Valley West chooses to play it. But it's a team that's been giving up about 4 touchdowns a game. Now, they've gone against good competition, and 45 points came last week against Dallas, so it is a little bit deceptive. But they're thinned out a little bit with injury. We know some players aren't dressed, and some will be limited at the start of the game in particular. They were playing hooky at the Bloomsburg Fair, and, coaches have to look at that and say, hey, you've missed practice. We can't put you right back in there, and that's going to hurt them. Turn it around, and those players will still be missing. They won't be on the offense either. But the big loss is the quarterback, Lucas Zancevich. He's a good one. He's out. And the running back, a superstar, you mentioned 1,400 yards as a sophomore or thereabouts, Isaiah Cobb. He's out as well. So it's, the big names aren't there. Other people are going to have to pick up the slack. Now, I think going with a number 2 quarterback, then you anticipate the running game being featured, but you don't have Isaiah Cobb. We expect to see Paul Riggs. His numbers aren't that bad. His average per carry is good, but he just hasn't had that many carries on the course of the season. When it does come to passing, Carson Brown will be the quarterback. He's 18 of 33. That's not a bad percentage, but just 123 yards on the year, and he has thrown 3 interceptions. There have been no passing touchdowns the entire season, no matter who's quarterback this team. They do have talent at wide receiver. Mekhi Wells, you mentioned, 6'6", should be a great target. But just 6 catches on the year for 93 yards. Ty Makaravich, the leading receiver, with 8 catches for 65. I think they'll go more with them in play action situations. Berwick has looked solid in the defensive line, and they've looked solid in the second level at linebacker. The problem's been the secondary, and it's not through lack of effort. It's youth and inexperience and injuries. They don't have Billy Hansen. He's their best guy in the secondary. They moved him from safety over the cornerback to take on the toughest receivers. He's out. He's not going to be in this game receiving the ball or playing defense. So you really miss a two-way starter. So they're shaking some things up. Super Frosh, Gavin Galusha is out. He was shot in the ribs last week, still ailing from that. So it's a bit of a mix and match. At safety, we're going to see Caleb May, just a sophomore. We're going to see Braylon Hawkins. He's basically a converted outside linebacker. Go a little bit deeper, look at the cornerbacks. Eric Estrella has been moved from safety. He's going to have to be on the outside. And I think the most experienced, Josh Kishbaugh, a rather aggressive player we've seen offensively and defensively. So that's how I do see the keys in this one, Jim.
Berwick against Wyoming Valley West, the renewal of a long rivalry. We'll be back with the kickoff. You're listening to Bulldogs Football and Pop Radio.
Planning your next big event? Weddings, concerts, church festivals, even construction sites. Preferred Portables has you covered. Preferred Portables offers a luxury restroom trailer that even has hot water. No power? No problem. They can provide a generator to keep the lights on. They even provide sanitary service to campgrounds, parks, parties, and have 24-hour emergency service. Contact Preferred Portables to learn about event and contractor pricing. Check out their website, preferredportables.com. We're number one when you have to go number two.
Don't let orthopedic issues keep you from doing what you love. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute is your orthopedic partner in Hazleton. With same-day appointments available, our team of experts treat everything from joint pain and sports injuries to orthopedic trauma. Live life fully again with Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, located at 26 Station Circle in the Humboldt Industrial Park. Visit lvhn.org/ortho or call 833-LV-ORTHO. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Your health deserves a partner.
Hi, this is Jonathan from Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick. We are happy to announce that once again we will have the Nespoli Jewelers Athlete of the Week throughout this football season. Each week, the Berwick coaches will choose an athlete who worked hard, was a good teammate, and put forth his best effort all week. We will announce this student athlete on this station prior to the Berwick football game, and we will be honoring him by donating $100 in his name to the charity of his choice. For more information on the chosen Nespoli Athlete of the Week, please visit us on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Looking for convenient and reliable dumpster rentals for your residential or commercial project? EcoFirst Logistics has you covered with dumpster rentals from Bloomsburg to Hazleton and surrounding areas. Their dumpster rental service is designed to make waste disposal easy, hassle-free, and eco-friendly. Whether you're planning a construction or renovation project, junk removal, or a major cleanup, they carry a range of dumpster sizes to fit your needs and ensure that what can be saved is sorted out. On the web at eco-firstlogistics.com or on Facebook.
The home of the Berwick Bulldogs. This is W234BH Berwick at 94.7, WBWX W242CY Berwick at 96.3, W282CO Bloomsburg at 104.3, W288CF Danville at 105.5, and streaming online at thisispopradio.com. Pop Radio, a Seven Mountains Media radio station.
Wyoming Valley West won the toss, deferred to the second half, so we'll get a look at the Bulldogs of Berwick's offense to start this one. The referee for tonight's game is Jay Rowan. John Pekarovsky is the umpire. Ed Makowski is the linesman. The line judge is Dave Baker. Kyle Costello is the side judge. And the field judge is Bob Lettieri. Berwick will be moving from our right to our left as we view things here in the opening half. Bulldogs have not had a long kick return yet season. We'll see if they can get one going to start this game, as they will send two relatively new people deep for this kick. Sean Bankus, number 4. Braylon Hawkins does have some experience at this return game. He is the other one deep, as getting set to kick off for Wyoming Valley West is Roger Sterren, number 44. So the Bulldogs will get it to start. Both teams coming in 1-4, really looking for a win. Both feel that this is one they should get. Sterren approaches the ball, and the game is underway. The kick skitters along the turf and is covered at the 45-yard line. I don't know if that was a miss by the kicker or an onside kick attempt. At any rate, the Bulldogs get it in great field position.
Game time temperature 64 degrees. Play ball.
From the 45-yard line. Berwick going against a Wyoming Valley West defense that lines up with Cole McKenzie, Carter Isbell, and Nasir Hall, the front three. Tyler Ruddy, Zubair Sharif, Jake Damascus, Madden Stanley, Paul Riggs at the linebackers, Jonathan Otway, Tyler Mattis at the corners, and Leland Alexander is the safety.
Josh Kishbaugh was the middleman up front, Jim. Fell on that very smartly and covered it up.
3 receivers to the left. Lear out of the gun. Hands off to Winter. Tyler Winter at a good first down carry over midfield to the 49-yard line of the Spartans. Jake Duboskus from his linebacker spot makes the tackle, but a gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, real nice opening play. They did not follow with the quarterback faking beyond that. So basically a dive from the formation off the right side, running behind Matt Gordner and Chase Shuckers.
And Tyler Winter had back-to-back career games. Then he had very modest numbers last week, but that was because the Wilkes-Barre area was going after him and letting Lear go in the running game. Winter again looking for the first down yardage, and he's very, very close.
Yeah, real nice run before he's being brought down by Madden Sandley. He's going to be about a football length short, Jim. They may sneak it or they may give it to him once more.
Jimmy Giandria checks in at a fullback spot. Aiden George checks in as an extra tight end, or an H-back, if you will. As Berwick, 3rd down and inches. Ball just short of the Wyoming Valley West 45.
Yeah, I anticipate the double wing type with those H-backs. Sort of lengthens the line, widens the holes a little bit, and gets additional blocking.
And actually, it's a double tight end. I formation. Call goes straight ahead to the fullback, DeAndrea. Jimmy straight ahead for the first down and then some to the 43-yard line.
He's a weapon that I think Berwick would like to use more, but they have such a nice game with that option with Tyler Winter and Ethan Lear that there's no room to give it to the fullback except in the power situation. But on the year, 20 carries for 119 yards. That's a good average per carry.
Lear looks to the sideline to offensive coordinator Nick Dawson, who's been calling some terrific games of late.
Yeah, I agree, Jim. I've loved what I've seen out of the coaches and the strategy the last few weeks.
1st and 10 from the 43, a running back to either side of Ethan Lear, who waits the shotgun snap. And he gives it off, and a sweep to DeAndre off the left side. He lowers the shoulder and runs hard and gets to about the 37-yard line.
Unique sweeping action with the fullback, and he's going to get 5 to 6 yards on that. I think he relishes when he gets the chance to carry the ball, Jim. He runs with an aggressiveness and determination. And there on sweeping action, able to use some speed, dropping the shoulder right at the sideline, delivering a blow.
Good 6-yard carry on 1st down. Berwick at the Wyoming Valley West 37-yard line with a 2nd down and 4. A little bit of confusion when they break the huddle. Now they're ready to go. Power I to the left. Lear back to throw. Fires to the far side. Has his man Kishbaugh, and he is hit hard at about the 38-yard line, so a completion may have lost a yard.
Ty Makarevich had him one-on-one, and he's a stellar athlete as well. He saw Kishbaugh pull off at about 4, come back toward the football. The ball's delivered, but while it's in the air, Makarevich comes up, puts quite a smack on Kishbaugh, and you're right, no gain.
10th catch of the season for Josh Kishbaugh, but the no gain makes it 3rd down and 4. At the Wyoming Valley West 37-yard line. Again, there's a running back to either side of Ethan Lear. Slot to the left. Lear fakes handoff, keeps the football. He's into the open field, the 30. The far side, 20-yard line. Ethan Lear's first carry of the game, and boy, he was terrific in that regard last week at Wilkes-Barre area.
Yeah, I was anticipating they'd be running him in this situation. The other guys have gotten their touches, so it's time to alternate, give the quarterback the ball. Faked action off to the left, he took it over the right guard, and it really put a move in the secondary on one of the, I had the man before, Leland Alexander it was, before he's tackled well past that.
17 yards on the first carry of the night by Berwick quarterback Ethan Lear. 1st and 10 Berwick at the Spartan 20-yard line. Out of the pistol, Winter is the running back. A fake to him, a quick out to Ty Wilkerson. Hit behind the line and trying to get ahead. He cannot. He'll lose a yard back to the 41. Terrific defense that time by Wyoming Valley West. A quick hitter out to Wilkerson, hoping that he can use his speed, but the Spartans were all over it. Tyler Mattis among the people in the play, a loss of a yard.
Yeah, Mattis was right on him at the line of scrimmage. He kept spinning him around until more help came. So a sideways pass will lose 1 yard. Good hands by Tyler Wilkerson. He avoided one man with a little sidestep, but just too much for Tyler Mattis.
2nd and 11. Back to throw is Lear. Fires a quick out. Has Kishbaugh. Kishbaugh lowers the shoulder. Gets down to the 15, maybe inside the 15. So Lear, the quick out to Josh Kishbaugh. And a good game there. And Berwick will have 3rd down coming from the 15. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Extremely successful with runs in the early part of the drive, and now all of a sudden they're going to the air. Wyoming Valley West has to decide which type of defense to go with here on 3rd down, and again on 4th if Berwick makes this close.
3 receivers to the right. Winter is to the right of Lear, who waits the shotgun snap. He gives the ball to Winter off the left side. Has one who breaks the tackle at the 5 and into the end zone for the touchdown. Tyler Winter from 15 yards out, and Berwick has the early lead.
Yeah. From the right setback position, crosses behind the center, goes over to left guard. That's Liam Carroll. And there was quite a scene between him and J.J. Leonard. Made a man miss in the linebacker area, and then dances on into the end zone with a high step.
9-play drive by the Bulldogs off the opening kickoff. Luke Peters will attempt the extra point out of the hole of Josh Kishbaugh. Left foots it up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field. 7:16 to go, opening quarter. Berwick 7, Wyoming Valley West nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs Football on Pop Radio.
Hi, this is Cassidy from the Independence Ford Service Department, Route 11 in Bloomsburg. Does your Ford or Lincoln vehicle need service? Having trouble getting an appointment at your usual service center? At Independence Ford, we can and will take care of all your service needs. Regardless of where you purchase your Ford or Lincoln vehicle, our goal is to get you back on the road. Give me a call for an appointment today at 784-1414.
Come and get a great deal and total satisfaction.
Independence Ford, better people, better prices.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Big offense. Their first possession of the game, they go 9 plays, 55 yards. Tyler Winter in from 15 yards out for his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. Longest play along the way, a 17-yard run by Ethan Lear. Luke Peters tees it up after his extra point. Berwick leads 7-0, 7:16 to go in the opening quarter.
Winter with 3 carries and that touchdown. Jim DeAndre had a real nice run, 2 for 9 on him, and the 17 by Lear, the running game.
Good looking drive, good variety. Threw a couple passes in there. As Peters, kickoff, comes up very, very short. Fielded at the 24-yard line by Makaravich, and a good return by him out to about the 38-yard line. So that's where Wyoming Valley West will put it in play against a Berwick defense that will line up with Mike Fell, Chase Shuckers, and Harrison Snyder. That front 3. Outside linebackers, Skylar Neville and Ty Wilkerson. Inside, Jimmy DeAndrea and Liam Carroll. The corners will be Alex Estrella and Josh Kishbaugh. The safeties, Caleb May and Braylon Hawkins. 1st and 10, Spartans at their 38-yard line as they move from our left to our right. Pistol formation. Ingram in motion to the left side. Brown gives it off to Riggs, tries to sweep to left, and he will not get to the line of scrimmage. Cut down at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Harrison Snyder, they pointed to him from the offensive line. I think they want to know where he is. He was off to the center's left. They ran the sweep in that direction. Harrison Snyder fights off the blocks and knocks Paul Riggs for a 1-yard loss.
2nd down, they're marking it to 36, so actually a loss of 2. It's 2nd down and 12 for the Spartans. Slot to the right side. Ingram in the slot. Brown out of the pistol. Gives again to Riggs and nothing doing. Harrison Snyder right there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm watching them now. They're moving the yard. They moved it back about 2 inches. Jimmy DeAndrea was blitzing on the play, and he had the man right about the point of the exchange, 3 or 4 yards deep, but couldn't hold on. But still nowhere to run as Berwick filled the gaps, and Harrison Snyder again at the point of attack.
3rd down and 12 for the Spartans at their own 36-yard line. Slot to the right side. Brown out of the pistol. Sends a man in motion. It's Mattis. He gets it. Tries to sweep the left side. Gets by one man and another. Good effort by him, but well short of the 1st down yardage as he'll get to around the 42-yard line. They said Tyler Mattis in motion. He took the handoff, swept the left side, but Berwick with a pretty good defensive play and the punt team on for the Spartans.
Yeah, people were in position, but grabbing at him behind the line of scrimmage and just couldn't square up. He got about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage, and then Berwick rallying to the football, hitting him, and eventually bringing him down.
Braylon Hawkins back anticipating the punt, standing back at the Berwick 25-yard line. Cam Ingram awaits the snap from Tyler Ruddy to do the punting. Ingram standing back at the Spartan 28-yard line. And whistles.
Took a long time to get that off, but I don't see the back judge with the flag. They didn't seem to have the personnel. Berwick's running 1 man off. There might have been 12 men. Someone caught it. It is. It's going to be against Berwick. It's going to move it to a 4th and short 2, long 1. And they're leaving the punter in as they're still the wrong side of the 50. I might go for this, though, Jim.
4th and 1. Ingram back at the 34-yard line. Wyoming Valley West doing a lot of shifting.
Not the punter, though.
Long count. Snap is a good one. Kick is away. very, very high. Hawkins will let it go. Good coverage by the Spartans. And then a Berwick player comes in and dives on the ball for no apparent reason at about the 9-yard line.
My personal bugaboo, Jim, if you're going to let it bounce, run and get out of there. I'd have him running the steps and have him running the bleachers for the first half of practice. Complained about it this year. Braylon Hawkins was not going to catch it in the air, yet he watches it bounce. It bounces near him. He almost has to fall on it because it may touch him. He's got to get out of there. Every player in that area from Berwick has to get out of there when it's a bouncing punt.
Berwick takes over for their second possession. They have it at their own 9-yard line. 4:39 to go, opening quarter. Bulldogs lead it 7-0. A good field position on their first possession. This time, not so much. Back up their 9.
Well, they were able to run it. They're going to want to run it out of there as they're back behind their own 10.
Jimmy DeAndrea is the fullback ahead of Winter in the I. DeAndrea gets the call. Nice first down carry. Out over the 13, maybe the 14-yard line.
Trying to trap pulling right guard Matt Gardner. But a man still penetrated into the area, made a collision. So it's surprising that Jimmy DeAndrea is still able to pick up 4 yards.
Second down coming for the Bulldogs. Just short of their 14-yard line. Wide receiver to either side. Backs in an offset eye behind Lear, who gives the ball to Winter. Big hole off the left side, turns the corner, and then is hit out of bounds. There is no flag, but it will be a Berwick first down.
Real nice sweeping action. He cut it up inside to get past the line of scrimmage in the C-gap, then broke to the sideline. Josh Tishbaugh, the wide receiver, was able to front the cornerback, give him a little bit more protection there.
But it will come back, a holding call against the Bulldogs. So 2 early penalties on Berwick, 3:59 still to go in this opening quarter. This one really hurts. Instead of a first down, it'll be back at the 8-yard line. It'll be bringing up second down and 11.
But they've been making seams in the running game, and they are 3 for 3 passing, although short. One was for no gain, one was for -1, the other a 6-yard gain.
Berwick at their own 8, second down and 11. DeAndrea and Winter backs in an open set. Under center is Ethan Lear. Gives the ball to Winter. Tries the left side and nothing doing. Maybe a yard to the 9. So third and long coming for Berwick deep in their own territory.
Nasir Hall got in low. Created a pile. Lost his helmet, but he's able to stack things up. He'll have to come out for the play. They'll trade that off with a nice stop he made.
Third down and 10. Berwick back at their 9-yard line.
Do have the lead. They don't need to be overly aggressive. If you don't make this 10 yards here on a safe call, then you punt it away.
Lear now will operate out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right. Ethan Lear back to throw. Looking. He's going to the far side of the field. He has a man, a completion just short of the first down yardage.
Number 22 out there, Jim. That's Caleb May. He's getting double duty in this game. We're seeing him in the secondary, and now they drill a pass for, well, they're going to move the chains. They're going to give him 10.
They needed 10, and that's what they got. So a big play by sophomore Caleb May. And a bullet pass by Ethan Lear.
Beautiful pass. He's at the middle of the field and has to zip it almost all the way over to the far sideline, 10 yards past the line of scrimmage from the 7-yard drop. Good pass, good fingers to hold on to that.
Berwick first and 10 at their own 19. Lear out of the gun. Back to throw. Wants to dump it off, but it's covered, so he keeps the football and gets out to the 23-yard line. That's a great decision by Ethan Lear. He wanted to dump it off to Tyler Winter, and Wyoming Valley West played that one very, very well. He saw that it wasn't there, and he picked up 4.
Yeah, he did. It was supposed to be a quick hitter, and when the quick hitters aren't there, there's nowhere else to go. An immediate decision to turn it up over the left side is sort of a quarterback bootleg action. So here, Sharif stayed with him. In fact, he might be shadowing him.
Second down and 6. Bulldogs at their 23. Lear out of the pistol. Back to throw. Has Wilkerson in the flat. Ty Wilkerson gets out to the 31 for a first down, but there is a flag on the play.
I've been impressed with the blocking of the wide receivers. Caleb May that time fronted his man, but the flag's coming down in that area. Are they seeing holes where I'm thinking it's a good block? They have a better view of what type of arm action is in there, and that may be the case.
We're waiting for Jay Rowan to tell us, and now he does. Holding against Berwick, their second hold on this possession. Takes it back to the 18-yard line and brings up second down and 11.
Second and 11.
Clock running, 1:40 to go in this opening quarter. Berwick leading Wyoming Valley West by a score of 7-0. They've dominated this long series of late. They've won the last 5 against the Spartans. Here's the second down call. Winter lines up to the right of Ethan Lear. Lear has the shotgun snap and he rolls right. He looks downfield. He cocks the arm. He fires a pass and it's dropped by Ty Wilkerson at the 31. He had the first down, couldn't hang on.
Yeah, probably should have been able to. After the ball goes to the ground, his hands go to his helmet, like I should have had that. Let the team down a little bit. He knows it. He'll have to try to make it up somewhere along the next few plays.
And Ty had some drops last week, and it's frustrating for him and it's frustrating for the team because he's got great speed. I mean, they're hoping that before this season's out, they can get him on a long play, maybe a short pass that turns into a long play where he can use that speed, but he's got to catch it first. He did not there, and now it's third down and 11. Slap to the right, wide receiver left. Lear has the shotgun snap. He's back to throw all the time in the world. Now it breaks down. He's got to run with the football. He spins over the 25 out to the 26. So Berwick able to overcome one penalty. They weren't able to overcome a second, and the punt team will come on.
Tyler Ruddy finishing off the tackle safely, a good 3-4 yards short of the line to gain. So some nice plays along the way, but the flags and a drop prevent Berwick from continuing the drive.
8 yards of that run by Ethan Lear. And Luke Peters will be on to do the punting for Berwick. Back at his 12-yard line. Left foots it away. Bounces at midfield. Fielded there. A pitch to Mekhi Wells. And Wells down the far sideline. 35, 30, 25, 20, and down to the 10-yard line. That is a terrific heads-up play. And number 45 was about to be tackled. That's a freshman, Jonathan Awe. He was in the grasp, had the presence of mind to pitch it to Mekhi Wells for a long return, and the Spartans are in business.
Berwick's gunner had him by the waist and then slid down lower, but he couldn't bring the man down. No whistle, so as he sort of spun backwards, you see Mekhi Wells there, and he gives him a short pitch about a yard away. And I think other players, assuming the play was going to be blown dead, kind of gave up. He took off toward the Valley West sideline and made a huge return.
First and 10, Spartans at the Bulldog 14-yard line. Flag down before this play can get going.
I think Valley West this time has too many players on the field.
Yeah, you see Paul Riggs counting there. Boy, that's tough. You get a great run back on the heads-up play. You're in business at the 14 now. First and 15 at the 19.
Yeah, especially when you're down a few key players. Your stars aren't in there. Berwick had a good defensive set last time. And now while you're in the red zone with a first and 10, you certainly want to keep it going. Momentum from the long return, and you set yourself back to first and 15.
From the 19, Carson Brown fires over the middle, diving attempt down at the 10-yard line. I think they're going to give him the catch.
I think they are as well. That's Ty Makaravich. We've seen him defensively look strong. They're with good hands, and they will mark it. Only going to be, a 10-yard gain because of the penalty.
Second down and 6 as they mark it at the 10-yard line, and that is the end of the first quarter play with the score. Berwick 7, Wyoming Valley West nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs Football and Pop Radio.
Planning your next big event? Weddings, concerts, church festivals, even construction sites. Preferred Portables has you covered. Preferred Portables offers a luxury restroom trailer that even has hot water. No power? No problem. They can provide
provide a generator to keep the lights on. They even provide sanitary service to campgrounds, parks, parties, and have 24-hour emergency service. Contact Preferred Portables to learn about event and contractor pricing. Check out their website, preferredportables.com. We're number one when you have to go number two.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick. The roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding, specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas, now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
1 quarter of the books here at Crispin Field. Berwick 7, Wyoming Valley West nothing. What a big series coming up is Wyoming Valley West moving from our right to our left in this second quarter. They have it at the Berwick 10-yard line. They face a 2nd down and 6. Carson Brown is the quarterback. He's got a pistol formation, and he's got Duboskus lined up to his right. 2nd down call. Slot to the left. Brown. And Berwick showing blitz. Ty Wilkerson jumps, I believe, across the line. And that will be an easy 5.
Too many mistakes, Jimmy. Too many. Berwick's getting control of the game on the first drive, looking dominant. Then all of a sudden, you stall your own drive with 2 penalties and a drop pass. You allow for a punt return on a lateral when people kind of give up on the play. And now mistakes down here.
2nd down and 1 now from the 5-yard line. Riggs is the running back. A quick out. And into the end zone is Tyler Mattis for the touchdown.
Tyler Mattis is the man who made the catch. Jim, he's in the flat. Not quite a sideways pass, but I don't believe he was past the line of scrimmage when he caught it. Catches it, works his way to the pylon, and able to make what looks like an easy score.
So 5-yard touchdown pass. Carson Brown to Tyler Mattis.
First touchdown reception for the team on the year.
Now the extra point attempt by Roger Starren to try to tie it. Ty Makaravich does the holding. Tyler Ruddy with the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field, 11:55 to go. First half of play. Berwick 7, Wyoming Valley West 7. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick. The roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding, specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas, now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Tyler Mattis is a 5'10", 150-pound junior. He catches the touchdown pass from Carson Brown. It was all set up on that long return of the punt by Mackay Wells, and a heads-up play by a 9th grader by the name of Jonathan Otway. Was about to be tackled and pitched the ball to Wells at the last moment. And then Berwick helped with some mistakes in the penalty department, and we are tied at 7. Just underway here in the second quarter. In fact, just 5 seconds in.
Berwick had great momentum early and then let this team back with mistakes. They need to regain dominance with their running game or passing game or whatever game it is that does not have the penalties and does not have the errors.
Braylon Hawkins, Sean Backus deep for Berwick as Ingram left foots a line drive kick. Field by one of the up and at the 22-yard line. The return to the 30 and out to the 38-yard line. So Berwick will have pretty good field position for this possession.
Jake Lisnock, the freshman backup quarterback, took it. It was short, but he took it and ran straight ahead, ran with power, broke some arm tackles, did a nice job. He also had the opening tackle of the game when Berwick kicked off the net. So he's looking nice, especially team play.
So see if the Bulldogs can get their offensive mojo back. They had 2 holding calls on their last possession. Overcame one, didn't overcome the other.
Might have both been by wide receivers blocking downfield. They don't announce the numbers, but people in those areas.
Lear out of the gun. Hands the ball off. No, keeps it himself, but he's over the 40, out to the 43-yard line. Picks up about 4 of the play. 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, real nice fake, Jimmy, as you mentioned. You're not sure who has the ball. Quarterback pulls it out of the stomach of Tyler Winter, and he'll take it for 5.
2nd down call, Berwick from their own 44. Bulldogs move from a left to a right as we view things here in the second quarter as we kick off weekend number 6. High school football's regular season. Ty Wilkerson in a slot to the right. Caleb May, who had a nice catch earlier, outside of him. Winter the call. Up the middle, he'll be just short of the 1st down yardage. Tyler Winter up the gut to about the 48.
Carter Isbell coming on in, as well as Madden Sandal to hold him just a length of a football short, Jim. Running hard.
3rd down and 1. Berwick at their own 48-yard line. Aiden George comes in as an extra blocking back on this play.
Short enough for the quarterback sneak, and they're not going to be in shotgun.
Double tight end, I formation. Lear under center. Gives the ball to Winter. 1st down and then some off the left side. Keeps those legs churning. Gets to about the 48, maybe the 47 of the Spartans.
Gets through the 1st level. Gets through the 2nd level of linebackers. Ty Makaravich eventually comes up and makes the hit. So instead of just a sneak for the short yard, they're able to force it ahead with Tyler Winter and get significant yardage.
Berwick's running game has been getting better and better as this season began. Just under 170 yards a game coming into this one.
And you have to credit that offensive line, Jim. They're a big, big part of it.
Again, Lear under center. I formation. DeAndre is the fullback. Winter gets the call. Breaks it to the outside to the 45, to the 40. Nice cut. And down to the 35-yard line.
Counter tray type of action before Jonathan Outway able to pull him down, that freshman. But 2 linemen on the left side pulling to the right. He follows them and then eventually feels, hey, I have more speed. I can get wide of them and take it even further.
12 yards on the carry by Tyler Winter. Score tied at 7 o'clock running, 9:46 to go first half. Berwick, 1st and 10 at the Wyoming Valley West 35-yard line.
Doing it on the ground. I don't think I would vary from that strategy till I put it in the end zone.
And again, Winter under center. Play action. Back to throw. Looking long into the end zone, and the ball is just beyond the reach of Josh Kishbaugh, deep in the end zone.
He had pretty good coverage, Jim, and I think Ethan Lear saw that. So while there was nice play action, and it held the rush from coming in because of 1st down and the success running, he really had nowhere to drop it in. If he takes it any shorter, it's going to be defended, possibly intercepted. He had to throw it where he did, and that ends up going beyond the reach of Josh Kishbaugh.
And I like the idea of throwing a bomb once in a while, just to let him know it's not going to be all run.
Loosen him up.
2nd and 10. Berwick at the Spartan 35. Lear out of the gun now. Gives to Tyler Winter off the right side. Hit hard, but gets down to about the 29, so he picks up about 6 on that carry.
Mackay Wells coming up and submarining low, down below the knees to take him down. But again, a very nice run. When the team needs 10, you push 5 or 6.
They marked it back at the 30, so give them 5. 3rd down and 5. Berwick at the Spartan 30. Bulldogs probably in 4-down territory here.
That would be my philosophy, Jim. I'd be thinking 2 runs, but I always think runs.
Josh Kishbaugh wide left. Caleb May wide right. A running back to either side of Lear, who waits the shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fakes handoff, keeps the football, looking for room, and there's nothing there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, not that time. Paul Riggs keying on the quarterback, not following the fake. He's inside. He has to watch for cutback, and he's able to see the quarterback cleanly. They'll give the quarterback Ethan Lear a yard. That's all.
So a big call coming. Score tied at 7. 8:09 to go first half. Berwick 4th and 4 at the Wyoming Valley West 29-yard line.
Not on the right hash, but just about 2 yards inside of that. So considerable wide side to the left.
Winter and DeAndrea are the running backs, and Berwick will use the timeout. 7:51 to go in the half. Score tied at 7. You're listening to Berwick Football on Pop Radio.
Hi, this is Cassidy from the Independence Ford Service Department, Route 11 in Bloomsburg. Does your Ford or Lincoln vehicle need service? Having trouble getting an appointment at your usual service center? At Independence Ford, we can and will take care of all your service needs. Regardless of where you purchase your Ford or Lincoln vehicle, our goal is to get you back on the road. Give me a call for an appointment today at 784-1414.
Come and get a great deal and total satisfaction.
Independence Ford, better people, better prices.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Big call coming. 7:51 to go. Opening half here at Crispin Field. Score tied at 7. Berwick in the huddle around offensive coordinator Nick Dawson talking about 4th and 4. The ball at the Wyoming Valley West 29-yard line.
I like to roll the quarterback toward the left with the option to run. Type of play I like. If the pass is there, drill it in, get the chains. If not, he still has the availability of his legs to run and get it.
Lear is under center. I formation behind him. DeAndrea, the fullback, ahead of Tyler Winter. 4th down call. Fake pitch. Lear keeps it. Spinning. It has the first down out the 23-yard line. Nicely done, Ethan Lear. He faked a pitch to the left to Tyler Winter and did a 360 in the middle of that defense. He needed 4. He got 5. 1st and 10. Berwick at the 24.
Adam Sandley had it about a yard shy. But Ethan Lear twisted once and fought and stretched his body to make the change.
Bulldogs at the Spartan 24 with a first down. Lear under center. I formation behind him. The fullback, DeAndrea, gets the call. Hit hard. And he'll get maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, boy, that was quite a pop. Matt and Sandley again coming up from linebacker, going head-to-head with the runner. Going to hold him to no gain. Quite the collision at the line of scrimmage.
Ty Wilkerson checks into the offense for this 2nd and 10 call at the Spartan 24-yard line. Ethan Lear coming off his best performance of the season at Wilkes-Barre area last Friday. Off to a good start in this one. He'll operate out of the gun. Tyler Winter to his left. There's a slot to the left. As the call goes to Winter up the middle. He's got running room inside the 15, inside the 10. Takes a big hit, but it will be 1st and goal Berwick.
Paul Riggs hitting him, but hitting him toward his own goal line. Have to bring him down. It was an option look, and quarterback Ethan Lear felt, hey, I can give this. There's a seam there for backfield mate Tyler Winter, and he exploded through the hole.
14 yards on the carry by Tyler Winter. 1st and goal Berwick at the Spartan 10-yard line.
I have Winter with 67 yards on the ground. Ethan Lear with 41.
Out of the pistol. Winter, the lone running back. Play action, a pass incomplete, intended for Harrison Snyder. It looked like he was held up a bit, but there is no flag.
Tight ends releasing. They allow a good bit of bumping as you're going. He might have been hit a little further downfield or while the ball's in the air, but he wasn't able to turn his head and locate.
How much holding do they give you?
They give you a little bit. You felt there should have been a flag on that.
Yes. 2nd down and goal. Berwick at the 10. Estrella is in the lineup. He is wide to the left. Aiden George in as a tight end to the right. And Winter gets the call. Tyler Winter into traffic. Will get down about the 7-yard line straight ahead. 3rd and goal coming up.
Always a lot of white shirts around the football. That time they aren't getting to Tyler Winter, keeping him shy of the goal line.
3rd and goal, Berwick at the Spartans' 7-yard line. Ethan Lear looks to the sideline for the play call. He has it and joins the huddle.
2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Second down call coming. After a shift, there's 2 blocking backs to the left. And Lear gives it to Winter, and he follows those blocking backs and falls them in the end zone for a Berwick touchdown. Tyler Winter in from 7 yards out, and Berwick takes the lead.
They used formation with the 2 H-backs and the tight end and Harrison Snyder on the right. Shifted them to the left and went in that direction and pulled a guard over there. He had so much blocking at the point of attack, it almost slowed him down with his own blue jerseys, so he cut against the grain, seeing the lane to the end zone.
Luke Peters will attempt the extra point. Snap placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field. 5:22 to go. First half. Berwick 14. Wyoming Valley West 7. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 30 years experience and new Bulldog wear for every age, including masks, tees, polos, sweater shirts, jackets, and hats. They even have brand new indestructible silicone cups, koozies, car coasters, decals, and more. Shop at masonsmonogram.com for their new items and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogram for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Terrific drive by the Bulldogs. They go 13 plays, 61 yards. Tyler Winter, the star of the drive. He had runs of 12, 14, and then finished it off with a 7-yard touchdown run. And Berwick leads Wyoming Valley West 14-7, 5:22 to go in this first half.
I have Tyler Winter with 77 yards, including that touchdown, and the earlier one, 41 yards for quarterback Ethan Lear, so already comfortably over 100 yards rushing between the two.
Luke Peters, 2 for 2 in extra points tonight. In fact, he struggled a little bit early this season, but he's hot right now, the kicking. And there's a pooch kick. Headed toward the sideline, picked up by an up man at the 30, trying to get outside right, and still on his feet. He'll be down at about the 31-yard line as that short kick came up to Preston Snisky, a sophomore. And Wyoming Valley West will get it trailing by 7, 5:13 to go opening half.
And, of course, Berwick's defense prefers this field position to the poor field position they had last time, where Valley West was able to convert on a very short drive.
Again, Caleb May getting a start at safety along with Braylon Hawkins. As the Spartans moving from our right to our left in this second quarter. 1st and 10 at their 31.
Valley West only attempted 2 passes, both completes, 10 yards and 5 yards.
Pistol formation. Otway comes in motion. Pitch goes to the freshman, trying to get outside left. And a terrific play by Harrison Snyder. He comes a long way to run that play down.
Yes, he does. I think he saw the motion man coming, sensed that sort of end around that went a little bit deeper behind the quarterback. He followed it, and his speed took it.
Injured player on the field for Wyoming Valley West, so we'll have an injury timeout. Boy, ever since Harrison Snyder moved to that down lineman position after starting the season at linebacker, he has been a terror.
He was a good outside linebacker, Jim, and it might be a natural position for him at the next level. The thing is, Berwick needed somebody up front, and he could excel at that position, give them pressure on the quarterback, and help them stop the run against some of these bigger teams where they were struggling. So he helps the team more by making the move to defensive tackle. And there you can see his athleticism, why he could play outside linebacker or almost any position, where he chases the wide receiver, coming in motion, taking a pitch behind the quarterback and following him all the way across the formation to make a tackle for a 5-yard loss.
Cam Ingram was the injured player for Wyoming Valley West. He goes to the sideline, walking under his own power. And boy, you can't overstate how much more physical Berwick is against the run than they were early this season.
Yeah, and I think part of that is the Harrison Snyder up to the front, takes some pressure off the linebackers, gives them the big man in there to take on the toughest tackle. Lets the linebackers be more aggressive. Of course, they were weaker on the outside, but they've moved some people around. They've made adjustments in personnel. And, of course, people get better week by week as well. It's a much stronger defense.
2nd down and 14. Spartans at their 27, and they will use
Showcases top names like GE and GE Monogram, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, KitchenAid, Maytag, Sharp, Amana, and built in the USA Speed Queen and Viking appliances. Flick Brothers Electric, Maple Lane, Bloomsburg for over 65 years. Call 570-784-3444.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
4:56 to go in the first half here at Crispin Field. Berwick. Out of the gun. Mattis goes in motion. A nice scramble by him. They mark it at
a yard and a half, 2 yards short. I'm surprised they rolled him left. Harder for the right-handed quarterback throwing, plus you're rolling toward Harrison Snyder. So a lot of things kind of went Berwick's way on that, but yet they end up going Valley West's way in the end.
3rd and 3. Brown from shotgun. Fires a quick out to Mattis. He looks for the first down yardage. He spins in second effort. I believe we'll get him the first down at the 43. That's a nice effort by Tyler Mattis.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Quarterback got it. Didn't even have a good grip. Almost knuckleballed it out to him in the slot about 10 yards sideways. So he had to run, had to get back to the line of scrimmage, had to get the 2 yards he needed, and he really fought through Berwick defenders to get it.
1st and 10. Where they were backed up. 2nd and 14. Made a nice job to get the first down. Mattis with the catch. Remember, he's the one that caught the touchdown pass earlier. 3 receivers to the right. Brown out of the gun. Riggs is the running back to his left. Brown back to throw. Fires. Has his man. Mattis again, and he'll get minimal yardage out to the 45-yard line. Nice tackle in the open field.
Alex Estrella had him, Jim. Remember, he's been moved out to that left corner. So he had to come up and make the tackle, and he'll keep that to just a 1-yard gain for that receiver. Which receiver was it? Mattis again?
Mattis again.
Estrella came up, had him by the shoulder pads, and had to spin him down to the ground as they're isolated out there all by themselves.
2nd and 8, Spartans at their own 45. Out of the pistol. Otway comes in motion. The call goes to Riggs. He's got some running room. Gets to midfield. Gets to the Berwick 47-yard line. So just a couple of yards short of the first down. It was Mattis that had the carry. So Mattis doing a little bit of everything for this team right now. They mark it at the Berwick 49. So it's a pickup of 6. 3rd down and a long 3.
He's standing out, Jim, so you may as well feed him the ball, get him the touches, whether through the air or on the ground. That time, a straight running play for him.
Well, he's not in there now for this 3rd down and 3. Out of the pistol. Brown, quick out to the far side and threw it away. Intended for Otway, and a bad pass So now it is 4th down and 3. Wyoming Valley West at the Berwick 49.
They punted in a similar situation earlier, Jim. They needed even less yardage, but they were about 3 yards deeper on their side of the 50.
Also, remember, the punter Ingram went out with an injury on this series.
That can make a difference as well. And 2:44 left in the half, another factor in the decision-making.
Ball at the Berwick 49. Big call coming, 4th and 3. Brown out of the gun, running back to his right. Berwick showing blitz. Brown back to throw, fires it quick out, incomplete. Berwick had the pressure on. The pass sailed high, intended for Paul Riggs. Good coverage by the Bulldogs, who will take over in good field position.
And the Bulldogs take over. Carson Brown has a little trouble gripping that ball, Jim. You know, he wasn't planned to be the starting quarterback for all these games.
The clock is still running. It was an incomplete pass. Lost about 10 seconds there. We'll see if the officials picked up on that, as Berwick's going to have it at their 49-yard line with 2 timeouts remaining. And we'll probably have an adjustment to the clock.
Yeah, they're showing 14 or 24 seconds. We're showing 2 minutes, and, 30 wouldn't be right. 2:40 might be right. You'd want to put time back on. I'm mentioning this quarterback, Jim. He just doesn't seem to have all the natural movements you'd like to see in a quarterback. A little bit awkward, looks a little bit small back there. Hard shotgun snaps seem a little tough for him to feel. And these sideways passes, it's almost like he's palming it out to people. They were fortunate on one of those previous passes that it wasn't considered a backward pass in live.
Here we go, Bulldogs, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Ethan Lear out of the gun. Winter to his left. Lear keeps the football, hit, stays alive, gets spun down about the Spartan 47-yard line.
So here's Sharif coming in, finally wrapping him up, but not until he gains 4 yards.
2nd down and 6. Clock running, 2:10 to go in this half. Berwick trying to add to a 14-7 lead as center Gavin Jones over the football at the Spartan 47. Slot to the right. Wide receiver left. Lear back to throw. Looking downfield, wide open, and dropping the football at the 25-yard line is Ty Wilkerson. It's certainly going to be a big play. It may be, with his speed, going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, on the wide side, on the right, I think a post has it. Men are playing comfortably off him because of his dangerous speed. Has it up in the hands just above the helmet, but down it goes. And again, the hands to the helmet on a play he knows he should be able to make. I don't know if he's thinking about running before he finishes the catch, but it's something that you want to see him evolve.
Yeah, I think it's in his head right now because we saw him make some nice catches earlier this season. I thought he had good hands. They have left him. Lear takes the snaps, going to keep it himself. Has the first down, then some, at the 35 and down to the 31-yard line. Ethan Lear looking things over. Quarterback draw, big play, 16 yards and a Berwick first down.
Give him 61 on the game so far, and that was a big one. Zahir Sharif, I believe, is actually shadowing him, keying on him for when he runs, but he needs to catch him much closer to the line of scrimmage. He finished eventually with the tackle, but too much yardage.
1:29 to go in the half. From the Spartan 31, out of the pistol. Winter gets it. He's got some running room off the right side. Cuts it outside to the 25. Now inside to the 20. Still on his feet. Down near the 11-yard line. Some nifty running by Tyler Winter.
It most certainly was. It was an odd draw action. He was in shotgun. And then he pulled it down and handed it off. We have a stoppage as they tend to a Berwick player who's down.
19 yards on the carry by Tyler Winter. He and Lear have turned into a great 1-2 punch for Berwick on the ground.
Yeah, I have Lear with 61 yards, and after that run, Tyler Winter at 96. One of the linemen twisted an ankle, Jim, so they're going to tend to him. Both teams will get some water as we're down to the 1 minute and 17-second mark.
Wyoming Valley West will get the football to start the second half. So a big series for Berwick as they'd like to go up 2 scores going into that half.
And I think they can. I think they can use the 2 timeouts and work their way with the running game. Of course, the passing game was strong. Ethan Lear on his first 4. We know there's been at least 2 that were dropped. There was a 5th catch in there out of the 9 altogether that have been thrown. So mix and match. Again, I always prefer the running game, especially for as strong as this running game has shown itself to be.
So the injured player is Matt Gordner, a 6 foot, 265-pound sophomore, who is now walking under his own power to the sideline. Berwick 1st and 10 at the 12. We'll check on his sub. He was the right guard. Let's see who they insert there.
Everett Snyder getting in there, number 60, Jim.
So Berwick at the Spartan 12-yard line. 1:17 to go. Bulldogs with a couple of timeouts left. Lear from the gun. Winter to his right. Fake to Winter. Lear keeps it inside the 10. Gets down to the 8 and maybe the 7. The ball pops out, but I believe he was down.
He keeps fighting, Jim. Valley West is not getting the good form tackles. They're not able to square up on him at all. So I think they'll give him the yardage. Ignore the fact that the ball came out late.
And a big flag goes up in the air well after the play.
And it went very high, thrown by the sign judge.
I've never seen a flag fly that high.
It was like part of the fireworks that we often see going off here. Of course, whichever way this penalty is, it's going to be big. I don't know who it can be on. The players weren't mixing together at that point. Personal foul against Valley West.
Unsportsmanlike Valley West.
Against Valley West.
Personal foul and unsportsmanlike conduct against Valley West.
What would they be upset about?
Well, frustration of not being able to tackle Ethan Lear might be part of it.
So they blame the officials for that?
Well, sometimes you just shout out some exclamation that's overheard.
So they mark it down at the 2-yard line, where it will be a 1st and goal. It's not a half the distance because there was an unsportsmanlike after the play. Now Winter is the tailback in the eye. DeAndrea ahead of him from the 2-yard line. Lear under center. Keeps the ball himself, sees an opening off the right side, and gets in for the touchdown. Ethan Lear from 2 yards out.
He was stymied at first by Cole McKenzie, who was playing right defensive tackle. He wanted to run there, but there was no room. So he just changed direction, went from left guard to right guard, and was able to force his way in for the score.
3rd scoring drive of the half for the Bulldogs. This one from 51 yards altogether. Luke Peters will attempt the extra point. Gets it up there and gets it through. Timeout in the field. 52 seconds to go first half. Berwick 21. Wyoming Valley West 7. You're listening to Bulldogs Football and Pop Radio.
The Mayo Funeral Homes, located at 110 Chestnut Street in Berwick and 77 Main Street in Chickashinny, are proud sponsors of Berwick Bulldog Football. The Mayo Funeral Homes, serving all faiths, makes it easier for those you love with pre-arranged funeral counseling, insurance, and pre-financed funerals. Mayo Funeral Homes also offers expert guidance in both traditional and cremation services. Mayo Funeral Homes, perfection in every detail.
The home of the Berwick Bulldogs. This is W234BH Berwick at 94.7, WBWX W242CY Berwick at 96.3, W282CO Bloomsburg at 104.3, W288CF Danville at 105.5, and streaming online at thisispopradio.com. Pop Radio, a Seven Mountains Media radio station.
Nice looking drive by Berwick as they go 9 plays, 51 yards. Ethan Lear in from 2 to add to their lead. It's 21-7 Bulldogs. 52 seconds remaining in this opening half. Luke Peters has been kicking short for the most part. And there's another one. Skitters along the turf. High hop. And going down on one knee is Zubair Sharif. And The Spartans will have it one more time. They have 2 timeouts left, but just 51 seconds to go in the half.
Zabir Sharif probably could have caught that on the high bounce and taken another 10 yards forward, but not as comfortable with the ball in his hands as a lot of the offensive players may be. Wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be fumbled or ruled as an onside kick, so he goes down quickly.
And probably best that your offense has a few more seconds to work with. Now, Cam Ingram, who was injured earlier, is back in that lineup. He is one of 4 receivers to the left as Brown awaits the snap and flags and whistles.
Yeah, the inside slot receiver got a head start. That was Cam Ingram, Jim. He leaned forward and just enough to be ruled as a motion.
So back to the 25-yard line, 1st and 15. And again, if I'm the Spartans, I'm getting the football to start the second half. I don't try anything high risk here.
I don't know if this quarterback can get the ball very deep downfield, Jim.
He has the snap. He's back to throw. There's a big rush. He gets the pass away, and it's dropped. Well, that time Carson Brown with a nice throw. Paul Riggs could make the catch at the 35. There is a flag down on the play.
Yeah, he struggled with the snap. I've been mentioning hard shotgun snaps, and he's about 5 yards back, and his hands aren't that strong. It slipped through momentarily. He felt pressure was going to come because of that sort of stumble in there, so he started rolling left, threw it late, and I don't think the receiver was ready. I think he was going to start blocking. You have an ineligible downfield and a Berwick player also guilty, so offsetting penalties.
45 seconds to go in the half. 1st and 15. Spartans at their 25. 4 receivers again to the left. 1 to the right. So empty backfield. Berwick will be coming after at quarterback Carson Brown. He's back to throw. Big pass rush. He will be buried back at the 17-yard line. No chance for him.
Jimmy DeAndrea, Jim, he loves to blitz from his inside linebacker position. They're able to turn him loose up through the A-gap, and the quarterback had no chance to escape. Huge loss on that.
We have a timeout called. I didn't see whose timeout it is. 31 seconds to go in the half. 21-7 Bulldogs. You're listening to Berwick Football on Pop Radio.
Don't let orthopedic issues keep you from doing what you love. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute is your orthopedic partner in Hazleton. With same-day appointments available, our team of experts treat everything from joint pain and sports injuries to orthopedic trauma. Live life fully again with Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, located at 26 Station Circle in the Humboldt Industrial Park. Visit lvhn.org/ortho or call 833-LV-ORTHO. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Your health deserves a partner.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
31 seconds to go first half. Berwick has 1 timeout remaining. They just called one there, but it is only 2nd down for the Spartans. So if they want to run this clock out, they pretty much can, and they may do just that after that sack of quarterback Carson Brown.
Yeah, they just lost too much, and he doesn't have the arm to get it downfield. I don't know if the receivers can beat the Berwick secondary downfield. So by all accounts, logic dictates you run this and make sure you run the clock out.
Out of the gun. Well, logic to the wind as the pass goes to the far side. A sure safe pass and a big gain down the far sideline. Out to the 30-yard line. It won't be the first down, and they certainly didn't want to stop the clock there, I don't think, as Mattis caught the pass. He's had a nice first half.
Yes, he has. That's his 4th catch of the half. He's also had 2 runs for 11 yards. That will make up most of that sack yard as he gets near the original line of scrimmage.
13 yards on the reception by Tyler Mattis. 3rd and 10. Spartans at their own 30. A little bit of confusion as Otway was lined up to the left. They move him to the right.
He's just a freshman.
Out of the gun. Brown back to throw. Flag down on the play. We've had a lot of those. He throws downfield. The ball is knocked down and incomplete. Nice play. Jimmy DeAndrea
Actually, it was Alex Estrella, Jim, number 13, not 33. Really got in nice position, went high, and batted it away. Good defense.
17 seconds remaining in the half. Jay Rowan's been very, very busy calling penalties in this first half. Illegal procedure against the Spartans. Third down and 10. Signals it again. It's declined by Berwick. Fourth down. Berwick would like to get an opportunity at a return or a block punt here.
Yeah, I would have run the clock out. I certainly would have had a running play, make those seconds tick away. I don't like forcing a punt. I don't like being forced to punt. Too much can go wrong with a bad snap, muffed hands, sideways kick, things blocked.
Ingram gets the snap, left foots it away. Bounces at the Berwick 45. And will roll dead about the Berwick 37-yard line. 6 seconds remaining in this opening half.
And the ball's bouncing, and Alex Estrella within a yard of it. I think it's got to become a coaching point of emphasis, Jim. There's just no reason to be near that ball unless you field it while it's in the air, or you get a cheap high bounce, an easy one early.
You're not going to get off that, are you?
I'm never going to get off that. I'm going to have them play it to the team on tape.
6 seconds remaining in this opening half. Stay with us at halftime. Julie Lentz will bring us updated with the high school football scoreboard. All the results from the first half of the games. Weekend number 6 of this high school football season.
6 seconds. Look at the scoreboard and look above. A full moon working its way through those clouds, Jim.
Ethan Lear. Now Berwick will use a timeout.
Full moon timeout. I don't understand.
6 seconds to go.
They must have some magic play that they like. They want to make sure they have all the people in the right spot. And a check to see if was it Matt Gardner, who was out injured, is
Gordner
in there. Gordner.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the conversation is. Ethan Lear and the referee, Jay Rowan, they had a long conversation. Now Ethan will join the Berwick huddle with 6 seconds remaining in this half.
Sometime with the trick play, you want to make the officials aware of what you're looking to do. I've seen teams throw sideways passes that bounce. Teams stop. And, of course, it's a lateral. You can pick it up and throw it downfield. If you're thinking something like that, you do like to alert the officials that they don't blow it dead automatically.
So, after the timeout, let's see what Berwick's play is that will take them 62 yards in 6 seconds. 3 receivers to the right. Lear out of the gun. Back to throw. Rolling left. Cocks the arm. Fires long downfield into a crowd. The ball is tipped and incomplete. And that will be the end of the first half of play with the score. Berwick 21. Wyoming Valley West 7. You're listening to Berwick Football on Pop Radio.
Experience a drive that makes you feel more connected than ever before at a price you can afford at W&L Mazda.
Discover the luxury Mazda vehicles without the high price tags. Whether you're looking for technology and fuel efficiency for long commutes or the extra space for weekend getaways, head to W&L Mazda today for a test drive.
The W&L Mazda team will take the time to understand your drive and will match you with a perfect Mazda to accompany you on the way to success. We're off Route 11 in Northumberland, or visit us the last week of September at the Bloomsburg Fair just off C Ave. Find us online at WNLMazda.com.
The subs at Bob's Subs and Pizza in Berwick have so much meat in them you'll be having leftovers for days. The Italian is piled high with fresh slices of ham, capicola, salami, and pepperoni on a freshly baked bun. Bob's cheesesteak oozes with cheesy goodness woven into a mountain of thinly sliced ribeye steak. So if you're tired of bland, unsatisfying subs, Bob's Subs and Pizza in Berwick is your new go-to. With over 22 different kinds of sumptuous, hearty subs, you'll find just the one or two to cure your cravings. And the pizza at Bob's Subs and Pizza, oh, it's so good. Bob's subs and pizza in Berwick. Taste the difference.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick. The roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding, specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas, now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
Planning your next big event? Weddings, concerts, church festivals, even construction sites. Preferred Portables has you covered. Preferred Portables offers a luxury restroom trailer that even has hot water. No power? No problem. They can provide a generator to keep the lights on. They even provide sanitary service to campgrounds, parks, parties, and have 24-hour emergency service. Contact Preferred Portables to learn about event and contractor pricing. Check out their website, preferredportables.com. We're number one when you have to go number two.
It's time for the Berwick Bulldogs halftime show on Pop Radio. Brought to you by W&L Subaru, Nissan, Mazda, and Collision Center. Discover the W&L difference today.
Jim Doyle and Andy Lickney from Crispin Field in Berwick. We've come to halftime with Berwick leading Wyoming Valley West by a score of 21-7. This game started well for Berwick. They took the opening kickoff, a short kick, took over at their own 45-yard line, and marched it 9 plays, 55 yards. The touchdown, the 7th of the season by Tyler Winter. The senior running back getting in from 15 yards out. There was also a 17-yard run by quarterback Ethan Lear along the way. Luke Peters kicked the extra point. Berwick led by a score of 7-0. Late in that first quarter, freshman Jonathan Otway caught a punt from Luke Peters at his own 45, was in the grasp of a Berwick tackler, and had the presence of mind to pitch the ball to Mackay Wells, who raced 36 yards to the Berwick 14-yard line. And then, just 5 seconds into the second quarter, Carson Brown hit Tyler Mattis with a 5-yard touchdown pass. Roger Starrett kicked the extra point. So with 11:55 to go in the half, the score was tied at 7. But Berwick would finish the half with 2 nice scoring drives. 13 plays, 61 yards. Tyler Winter again, this time from 7 yards out. And he was the star of the drive, as he had runs of 12 and 14 yards. Peters again with the extra point. 5:22 to go in the half. Berwick 14, Wyoming Valley West 7. And the Bulldogs put one more on the board in that half. 7 plays, 51 yards. Ethan Lear in from the 2-yard line for the touchdown. He also had a 16-yard run on that drive. Tyler Winter had a 19-yard run. And after Lear's touchdown, Luke Peters had the extra point. That was just with 52 seconds to go in the half. A half that has come to an end with Berwick leading Wyoming Valley West by a score of 21-7. Stay with us. We'll check scores with Julie Lentz. We'll check stats with Andy Ulickney when we return. You're listening to Berwick Football on Pop Radio.
Experience a drive that makes you feel more connected than ever before at a price you can afford at W&L Mazda.
Discover the luxury Mazda vehicles without the high price tags. Whether you're looking for technology and fuel efficiency for long commutes or the extra space for weekend getaways, head to W&L Mazda today for a test drive.
The W&L Mazda team will take the time to understand your drive and will match you with a perfect Mazda to accompany you on the way to success. We're off Route 11 in Northumberland, or visit us the last week of September at the Bloomsburg Fair just off C Ave. Find us online at WNLMazda.com.
Don't let orthopedic issues keep you from doing what you love. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute is your orthopedic partner in Hazleton. With same-day appointments available, our team of experts treat everything from joint pain and sports injuries to orthopedic trauma. Live life fully again with Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, located at 26 Station Circle in the Humboldt Industrial Park. Visit lvhn.org/ortho or call 833-LV-ORTHO. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Your health deserves a partner.
Hi, this is Jonathan from Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick. We are happy to announce that once again we will have the Nespoli Jewelers Athlete of the Week throughout this football season. Each week, the Berwick coaches will choose an athlete who worked hard, was a good teammate, and put forth his best effort all week. We will announce this student athlete on this station prior to the Berwick football game, and we will be honoring him by donating $100 in his name to the charity of his choice. For more information on the chosen Nespoli Athlete of the Week, please visit us on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 30 years experience and new Bulldog wear for every age, including masks, tees, polos, sweater shirts, jackets, and hats. They even have brand new indestructible silicone cups, koozies, car coasters, decals, and more. Shop at masonsmonogram.com for their new items and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogram for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Halftime from Crispin Field. Crowd being entertained by the Wyoming Valley West marching band at the break. Berwick leading Wyoming Valley West 21-7. Stats for that opening half. Andy Ligney.
Stats are overwhelmingly in favor of Berwick, Jim. As the old coach, I like to watch the game through the eyes of a coach and find critiques in areas that can be improved. And there's a handful here and there where you'd want to coach some people along, but overall, it's pretty dominant. Berwick's defense has held Wyoming Valley West just 41 yards on 15 plays. And they themselves, the Berwick offense, 35 plays, 202 yards. Let's start with the defensive prowess. Just 13 positive yards in the running game for Valley West, -7, so a net of 6 yards rushing on a total of 7 carries. Berwick basically has dominated time of possession. You can see that in the 15 plays compared to Berwick's 35. In the air, 5 of 8 passing for quarterback Carson Brown, 35 yards in the air for him. Let's look at his receivers. Tyler Mattis has been a standout for Valley West. He's had 4 catches for 25 yards. He's also rushed the ball twice for 11. A number of big hits defensively. He's looked very, very good. The other catch by Valley West by Ty Makarevich, that being an early 10-yard completion. So 5 completes for quarterback Carson Brown in 8 attempts, but just 35 yards in the passing game. 6 yards net in the running game. Paul Riggs, he's just carried twice, that for -2 yards as Berwick has found penetration. Tyler Mattis carried twice for positive 11 yards. John Otway tried an end around and went behind the quarterback on the pitch, lost 5 yards on that. Harrison Snyder ran it down from behind. And Carson Brown, the quarterback, I have him with 2 carries for a net of 2 yards. 6 yards in the running game, 35 in the passing game, 41 yards for Valley West. Compare it to Berwick's 202. Almost all of it on the ground. 26 rushes for 177 yards. I have quarterback Ethan Lear on target, 5 of 9. We've seen a couple of them were dropped as well. 25 yards in the air. Ty Wilkerson has 2 catches, a net of 9 yards on those. Josh Kishbaugh has 2 catches, a net of 6 yards on those. And Caleb May got a bullet 10 yards near the sideline, got the change. Beautiful catch there. 5 catches on 9 passing attempts by Ethan Lear, a total of 25 yards in the air. But running the ball, well, Jimmy DeAndre's touched the ball 3 times, and he's looked powerful, 13 yards for him. But then the Tyler Winter and Ethan Lear show. Tyler Winter's been going straight ahead and been doing it very successfully. 4 yards off a 100-yard game here at halftime. I have him with 13 carries for 96 yards. Very impressive. And Ethan Lear pulling it out of his stomach and running the counter plays from the quarterback position with the zone read. Give him 68 yards on 10 carries. Add them up, the 68, the 96, and the 13. 177 yards rushing on 26 carries. Factor in the 25 yards in the air. And Berwick has 35 plays for 202 yards. Again, compare it. They've only given up 41 yards to Valley West, and it's been a rather dominant first half.
And let's give some credit to Everett Snyder, a sophomore, 5'11", 195 pounds. When Matt Gordner went out with an injury, Snyder replaced him. They lost exactly 70 pounds in that substitution, but they didn't skip a beat.
They ran the touchdown over him, Jim. They wanted to run it off the left side, but it was almost stuffed up by Berwick offensive blockers, and Ethan Lear, Ty Winner, I forget which one, just got impatient, said, I'm going to cut it across the green, go behind the center, and run behind that young new right guard for the touchdown. So, yes, they've looked good. And, again, they're doing this without star receiver Billy Hansen. They're not doing a whole lot in the air because they don't need to. It's been the running game. It's been the defense. Very impressive first half.
21-7. Berwick leads Wyoming Valley West. We'll check other scores with Julie Lentz when we return. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Planning your next big event? Weddings, concerts, church festivals, even construction sites. Preferred Portables has you covered. Preferred Portables offers a luxury restroom trailer that even has hot water. No power? No problem. They can provide a generator to keep the lights on. They even provide sanitary service to campgrounds, parks, parties, and have 24-hour emergency service. Contact Preferred Portables to learn about event and contractor pricing. Check out their website, preferredportables.com. We're number one when you have to go number two.
Don't let orthopedic issues keep you from doing what you love. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute is your orthopedic partner in Hazleton. With same-day appointments available, our team of experts treat everything from joint pain and sports injuries to orthopedic trauma. Live life fully again with Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, located at 26 Station Circle in the Humboldt Industrial Park. Visit lvhn.org/ortho or call 833-LV-ORTHO. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Your health deserves a partner.
Hi, this is Jonathan from Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick. We are happy to announce that once again we will have the Nespoli Jewelers Athlete of the Week throughout this football season. Each week, the Berwick coaches will choose an athlete who worked hard, was a good teammate, and put forth his best effort all week. We will announce this student athlete on this station prior to the Berwick football game, and we will be honoring him by donating $100 in his name to the charity of his choice. For more information on the chosen Nespoli Athlete of the Week, please visit us on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 30 years experience and new Bulldog wear for every age, including masks, tees, polos, sweater shirts, jackets, and hats. They even have brand new indestructible silicone cups, koozies, car coasters, decals, and more. Shop at masonsmonogram.com for their new items and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogram for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Halftime from Crispin Field in Berwick. Good first half for the Bulldogs. They lead the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West by a score of 21-7. For an update on other scores on this, the sixth weekend in the 2023 season, let's return to the studios and Julie Lentz.
Thank you so much, Jim. So as I'm looking down my score sheet here, a lot of them are at half just like we are. Dallas is ahead of Hazleton area, 42-6 at the half. Wilkes-Barre area is ahead of Crestwood, 26-14. That's still in the second, though. Williamsport is ahead of Central Mountain, 19-7 in the half. Wyoming area is ahead of Scranton, 14-7. That's also at the half. Nanacoke and Pittston area, they are tied 21-21. That is also at the half. Warrior Run is ahead of Bloomsburg 28-6 at the half. Loyalsock is ahead of Central Columbia 17-10 at the half. Danville is ahead of Lewisburg 21-0. That's still in the second. Southern Columbia, shocking one. They are only ahead of Montoursville 7-0 at the halftime. Mount Carmel is ahead of Midwest 41-0 at the half. Shamokin is ahead of Shikellamy 21-12 at the half. Milton is ahead of Hughesville 21-6 at the half. Big one here in Selinsgrove. They are ahead of Mifflinburg 56-0 in the second. And Jersey Shore is ahead of Executive Education Academy 27-0 at the half. That's what I got for now, so let's head back to Crispin Field with Jim and Andy.
Thank you very much, Julie. Here it is 21-7. The Bulldogs with three solid scoring drives with the lead. Wyoming Valley West will get the football when we start that second half, and we'll be back with that half. 21-7. Berwick leading Wyoming Valley West. You're listening to Berwick Football on Pop Radio.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick, the roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding, specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas, now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
It won't be long before tax time rolls around, so remember to visit Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting for your income tax needs. ND Accounting and Consulting handles both business and individual taxes, as well as offering a variety of accounting services, including payroll, auditing, and bookkeeping. For tax and accounting services, look for Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting with 2 locations, 214 Pine Street in Berwick and 5929 Main Road in Sweet Valley.
Looking for convenient and reliable dumpster rentals for your residential or commercial project? EcoFirst Logistics has you covered with dumpster rentals from Bloomsburg to Hazleton and surrounding areas. Their dumpster rental service is designed to make waste disposal easy, hassle-free, and eco-friendly. Whether you're planning a construction or renovation project, junk removal, or a major cleanup, they carry a range of dumpster sizes to fit your needs and ensure that what can be saved is sorted out. On the web at eco-firstlogistics.com or on Facebook.
Hi, this is Cassidy from the Independence Ford Service Department, Route 11 in Bloomsburg. Does your Ford or Lincoln vehicle need service? Having trouble getting an appointment at your usual service center? At Independence Ford, we can and will take care of all your service needs. Regardless of where you purchase your Ford or Lincoln vehicle, our goal is to get you back on the road. Give me a call for an appointment today at 784-1414.
Come and get a great deal and total satisfaction.
Independence Ford, better people, better price.
Addiction to prescription drugs and opioids is still our biggest problem. Hi, this is Megan Balaam from W&L Subaru, Mazda, Nissan, and Collision Center. Pennsylvania's overdose rate is 36.1% deaths per 100,000 people. Since the start of COVID, opioid overdoses are still on the rise, so it's reasonable to expect the death toll of opioid crisis in Pennsylvania to rise even further. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, visit unitedinrecovery.org. All of us here at W&L Subaru, Mazda, Nissan, and Collision Center are united in recovery.
Hi, this is Jonathan from Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick. We are happy to announce that once again we will have the Nespoli Jewelers Athlete of the Week throughout this football season. Each week, the Berwick coaches will choose an athlete who worked hard, was a good teammate, and put forth his best effort all week. We will announce this student athlete on this station prior to the Berwick football game, and we will be honoring him by donating $100 in his name to the charity of his choice. For more information on the chosen Nespoli Athlete of the Week, please visit us on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Both teams have made their appearance on the field. We're moments away from the kickoff to start this second half. First half dominated by Berwick in the stats and on the scoreboard. They lead Wyoming Valley West by a score of 21-7. Again, Berwick looking for their 6th consecutive win in this series. They really look good on really both sides of the football. Yep. As Wyoming Valley West, 1 touchdown came after the long punt return and a penalty or 2 that led the way, as Tyler Mattis and Jonathan Otway are deep for the Spartans. They will move from our right to our left as we view things here in the third quarter. And Luke Peters, perfect in extra points on the night, and he's been kicking short on purpose. And we'll see how he does to start this second half as the member of the Berwick soccer team left foots it away. This kick will go to Mattis on the run at the 21 to the 25, and he is ridden down about the 32-yard line. So Tyler Mattis on the return, and the Spartans will have it.
Braylon Hawkins coming on down. He's playing safety in this game defensively. He hasn't been seeing much passing action out of Valley West. They just haven't had that as part of their game. Carson Brown, the quarterback, 5 of 8 passing, but for 35 yards as everything's been short. Safety hasn't really come in play, but he made a nice tackle there on the kick return.
32-yard line is the line of scrimmage. Akaravich wide left, Otway in the slot to that side. And out of the pistol, Carson Brown sends Otway in motion, hands to the freshman, flag down on the play. And Otway hit behind the line of scrimmage and will lose yardage back to the 27. We'll check the flag.
Harrison Snyder's playing at left defensive tackle, and he got penetration. And again, this end around goes behind the quarterback, so it's bubbling back about 7-8 yards. And Harrison Snyder probably would have made a tackle on it, but I think he thought the play was being blown dead. He must have saw the flag and saw the motion, because he kind of stopped playing on it.
I would see Berwick declining this one because there was a loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah.
The lines.
Did they blow it dead would be the question, Jim, because the down marker's still at 1st and 10.
Oh, slow start to this second half. We've had a lot of calls, which I don't mind. I just like peppy calls.
Yeah, Jay Rowan eventually got to it, and I believe there must have been a whistle to blow it dead by the way Harrison Snyder stopped playing.
We'll call it 1st and 15.
Yeah.
Spartans at their 26-yard line. Man in motion, right to left. Brown, hands off. A little bit of running room over the 30, out to about the 31-yard line. So second down and long will be coming. Mattis has been very active. Tyler Mattis catching the ball, running the ball. 5 yards on the game for him. Gets the penalty yardage back. Second down and 10.
Yeah, put him at 16 yards rushing for the game. Mentioned he had 4 receptions as well for 25 yards. Liam Carroll in on to tackle. Ty Wilkerson coming in to join him.
Second down and 10. Spartans from their 31 as they move from our right to our left here in the third quarter. Brown, the junior quarterback, out of the pistol. He has a running back to his right as well. And he's back to throw. And he's looking, he's rolling. He's going to keep the football, trying to get outside left. Gets out of bounds. Forced there by Tyler Neville at about the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. So pretty good scramble by Brown. He picks up 7. It's third down and about 4.
Got pushed out of bounds pretty hard. Jake Lisnock on the sideline caught him so he wouldn't go flying into the bench. Good sportsmanship there.
Here's the third down call coming. First of the second half for the Spartans from their own 38-yard line. Otway is wide to the left. Brown out of the gun, a running back to his left. Duboscus is that running back. He gets the call. Jake Duboscus is getting tackled short of the first down yardage. Berwick coming. 4 or 5 blue jerseys there. Liam Carroll among them.
Mike Fell also among them, plus the linebackers coming in. Duboscus doesn't get a chance to carry the ball very often. Just his 3rd carry of the year. That time, nowhere to run.
So 4th down call coming, and the Spartans will punt it away. Cam Ingram to do the honors, and Braylon Hawkins deep in single safety for the Bulldogs. Tyler Ruddy does the long snapping for Wyoming Valley West. Snap a little bit high, but Ingram pulls it down and gets the kick away. Very, very high. Berwick will let it bounce, and Bulldogs will take over at about their 37-yard line. First possession of the second half for Berwick. The offense looked sharp in that opening half, and with 9:48 to go in the third, they lead 21-7.
And they'd like to continue their dominance offensively. They've looked very strong in the first half. Tyler Winter, 4 yards short of a 100-yard game with 96 yards. Ethan Lear, the quarterback, sort of the backfield running mate, 10 carries for 68 yards.
Berwick with the banana bunch of receivers to the left. Ethan Lear will operate out of the gun with Tyler Winter to his left. Winter gets the call, has some running room over the 40 and out to the 46, close to a first down.
Saber Sharif eventually grabbing a hold but being drugged for about 4 yards before Tyler Winter finishes. He'll have his 100-yard game now with 105 yards on 14 carries, just a football length short of the Shanes.
9 yards on that carry. Looks like Matt Gordner has not returned to the Berwick offensive front as center Gavin Jones over the football at the 46, 2nd down and 1. Ethan Lear out of the gun. Play action. Back to throw. Looking over the middle. Has his man. Harrison Snyder makes the catch. Took a big hit. Hung on. Got to the 31-yard line. Just the 3rd catch of the season. Tight end looked good on that one.
He most certainly did. He knew he was going to take the shot, but he caught it facing the quarterback. Turned his shoulder into the safety who was hitting him, and he wins that collision and falls forward for another 3 yards.
On the gain, 23 yards altogether for Harrison Snyder, who lines up as the tight end on the left. 1st down, Bulldogs at the Spartan 31. Now running back to either side of Lear, who waits the shotgun snap. And he gives the ball to DeAndre, who tries the right side. The Spartans haven't played very, very well. Little or no gain. Paul Riggs coming up to force him to the sideline.
Yeah, he takes on collisions, though. Riggs went helmet to helmet with him. He'll be knocked out of bounds before he can get any yards. That's his 4th carry of the game. Normally he doesn't have that many totes. They figured let him stretch his legs on a sweeping action yet again. His 1st carry of the game was on a sweep.
This one will lose a yard to the 32-yard line. 2nd down at 11, Berwick. Caleb May wide left. Josh Kishbaugh is slot to that side. Again, Winter and DeAndrea on either side of Lear, who has the shotgun snap. Fakes to DeAndrea, keeps the football, and Ethan Lear will get down to about the 28-yard line. And to getting back to that catch by Harrison Snyder, if Bulldogs get the tight end involved in the passing game now, to go with the other wide receivers, and of course this very good running game, offensively they've really got something going.
And no reason not to, Jim. I always feel the tight end is the best target in high school football. He's the nearest to the quarterback. He's often lined up on linebackers. He's often taller. They think he's going to be blocking most of the time until he releases. So there's a lot of advantages to throwing to the tight end. And Harrison Snyder, being an elite athlete.
3rd and 6 from the 28-yard line. Play action, back to throw, and hits the man. It's Braylon Hawkins down near the 5, and Hawkins headed toward the end zone, and he's in for a touchdown. Braylon Hawkins, a bullet pass from Ethan Lear, and does some nice running inside the 10 for the score.
Did not have a catch this year. Prior to that, Jim, he found himself where there was a man deeper in the end zone and a man coming out in the flat, so he's the mid-range receiver. Ethan Lear read the progression, saw the opening, hit Braylon Hopkins down around the 12-yard line, and then some nifty running, kept his feet in bounds. I thought he might have been out at the 5, but not ruled as so, and into the end zone.
Luke Peters will attempt his 4th extra point of the game. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field. 7:41 to go, 3rd quarter. Berwick 28, Wyoming Valley West 7. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Drive your new GMC home today. New vehicles have been hard to come by. So at Alexander Family Buick GMC, we've been telling you to reserve your new GMC truck or SUV. But with 25 new GMCs in stock now and 25 more to arrive soon, you don't have to reserve one. You can drive one home today. And with the highest trade values, the lowest rates, and the Blaze Alexander lowest price guaranteed, now is the time to drive one off our lot. Shop online where we're always open. Alexander Family Buick GMC in Bloomsburg. Taking the deals the other guys won't.
Proud sponsor of Penn State Athletics.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
To start this second half, Berwick picks up where they left off in that opening half. 5 plays, 63-yard scoring drive, 2 big plays. A 23-yard pass from Ethan Lear to his tight end Harrison Snyder, and then the touchdown pass, 28 yards to Braylon Hawkins. Luke Peters remains perfect in extra points. 28-7 Bulldogs, 7:41 to go in the 3rd.
We expected Berwick to have the strong running game, and it's been shown throughout the first half it's there. But now they're featuring the passing game to a tight end and to a Braylon Hopkins who hasn't had a catch all year, and it looks strong.
There's a pooch kick fielded by one of the up men, and he will be down at the 36-yard line. So again, Peters kicking it short on purpose, and for the second time in this game, Preston Snisky, a sophomore, one of the up men on the return. So the Spartans will get it. Again, they are playing under a severe handicap. Their senior starting quarterback, Lucian Zanzevich, is out for the second straight game. Their outstanding big running back, 225-pound senior Isaiah Cobb, is out for this game as well. So they're doing what they can, but they are limited, obviously, on the offensive end as they take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Carson Brown out of the gun. Hands off the right side, and not much doing as Tyler Mattis got the call, and he'll pick up maybe a yard on the play.
I think they've been going more with Tyler Mattis because he's been kind of pumped up for this game. He seems to have a lot more energy, a lot more aggressiveness than everyone else on the Wyoming Valley team. So run the ball, throw the ball to him. We see him defensively, but he's been a standout for his team, even though that time he just gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
Looks like Liam Carroll sitting out this series. We'll check that other linebacker inside with Jimmy DeAndrea. As 2nd down and 10. Spartans from their 35 out of the pistol. Brown back to throw. Rolling to his left. Man in pursuit gets the pass away. Incomplete. Intended for Paul Riggs. Nice coverage by Josh Kishbaugh.
Trying to check out who that man in pursuit was. Mike Felt was putting the pressure on the quarterback, forcing him to roll out to the left side, making it harder to throw in that direction.
Everett Snyder, who entered the game as guard when Matt Gordner was injured, is in there at linebacker now, so he's seen a lot of action in this game as the Spartans now face a 3rd down and 10 at their own 35.
More you're on the field offensively, defensively, the more comfortable you're going to feel as a young player.
Out of the pistol. Brown gives off a little bit of running room and a gain out to about the 40-yard line. That's Mattis again, but well short of the 1st down yardage.
Skylar Neville also joining in on throwing him to the ground. Minimal gain. Set up 4th and about 4.
So Braylon Hawkins, who must be feeling pretty good about himself right now after that 28-yard touchdown reception on Berwick's last possession, is back anticipating the punt from Cam Ingram.
From the 41-yard line.
Ingram standing back at the Spartan 28-yard line. Tyler Ruddy does the long snapping. Spartans shift. And the kick is away. Very, very high. Fair catch. Hawkins, he slides down at about the 36-yard line, making the catch. So Berwick will get it for the 2nd time in this 2nd half. They scored on their first possession, and they lead Wyoming Valley West by a score of 28-7, 5:47 to go in the 3rd.
Braylon Hawkins coming up nicely as the punt came up short of him. He had to come up about 5-6 yards. Not the easiest catch, but he felt comfortable he was going to be able to get it. You like your punt returners to try to catch the ball in the air. Even if you can't return it, you don't like that bouncing punt.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their 31. Slot to the right side. Caleb Bay is wide to the right. Josh Kishbaugh in that slot. Ethan Lear awaits the shotgun snap. He hands off on the jet sweep, but a gain over the 35 out to the 37. So another new look for the Bulldogs. Braylon Hawkins comes in motion, takes the jet sweep, but a nice, as this season progresses, looking at Nick Dawson and his play calls, they're just adding more and more each week.
Yep. Braden Hawkins had the touchdown reception, his first catch of the year. This is his first run from scrimmage, and a 6-yard gain is very nice on the end-around look.
Hawkins now one of 3 receivers to the left. 2nd and 4 from the 37. They're coming on a blitz. The call goes to Tyler Winter. He breaks free at the 45. Over midfield to the 45 and dragged down by the freshman Otway at the 40-yard line. Tyler Winter almost taken it the distance. Good play by Otway to prevent that from happening. And a big gain for Winter, who's having a typical Tyler Winter game.
Yeah. Measure that one out for me, Jim, because I was impressed with Liam Carroll pulling. The outside linebacker came up to contain. but he almost froze to take on the block by Liam Carroll. By the time that collision occurred, Tyler Winter was beyond the play.
23 yards on the carry. 1st and 10, Berwick at the Spartan 40. Winter gets a breather now. DeAndrea is the running back in the pistol behind Lear. DeAndrea gets the call, breaks the tackle with the line of scrimmage to the 35, down to the 30, close to the first down. Jimmy DeAndrea runs hard, seldom goes down on the first hit. He didn't there.
No, he had a collision with the defensive tackle, won that collision, and then kept on going. That'll move the chains.
10 yards for Jimmy DeAndrea, and a first down, Berwick at the Wyoming Valley West 30-yard line.
He has 23 yards now on 5 carries. Ethan Lear, 71 yards rushing, and Tyler Winter with 128.
Clock running, 4:10 to go in this third quarter. Berwick leading 28-7, and the Bulldogs looking for more as they have it at the Spartan 30-yard line. Again, DeAndrea is the lone running back. He gets the call off the right side, breaks the tackle, and another cuts it outside down the sideline. Hit hard out of bounds, but not before he gets close to the 16-yard line. Great effort, Jimmy DeAndrea.
Running hard. They're taking Harrison Snyder, their stud tight end, putting him like an H-back and set him behind the right guard. Then he's running to the outside and kicking out the defensive end, and he wins that block easily. That frees up the sweeping action for Jimmy DeAndrea.
14 yards on the carry by DeAndrea. 1st and 10, Berwick at the Spartan 16. Harrison Snyder, a blocking.
Side of the field, and he just couldn't hold on to this one.
2nd down and 10, Berwick at the Spartan 16. Is there a penalty? Appears that there is. Didn't see the flag. Now we see the walk-off, and now we see the flag. It'll be a holding call.
You start getting yourself out of running down in distance where you need to pass. Ethan Lear has been sharp.
And Lear out of the gun with DeAndrea behind him in the pistol.
Faked it to the fullback, who then looked like he was going to continue as a blocker. Followed him off the left and then cut against the grain. Eventually Tyler Ruddy bringing him down, but not until he got 19 yards.
That's it, 19 by Lear. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 1 from the 7-yard line. Jake Lisnock and Aiden George in as blocking backs to the left. Now they switch to the right side. So all the blocking is to the right. Lear gives to DeAndrea, tries to sweep that right side, lowers the shoulder, and gets the first down inside the 5-yard line.
Tough-nosed runner. He has all the blockers shifted from left to right who can shift, and yet he takes it in a sweeping action wide of them. Kind of chose to take it a little closer, but I think people like to try to use their speed and get to the sideline. He was able to get the chains. He'll be happy with that.
5 yards on the carry by Jimmy DeAndrea. 1st and goal, Berwick at the Wyoming Valley West 2-yard line. Again, Lisnock and George blocking backs to the left along with Harrison Snyder. Lear gives it to DeAndrea, trying the left side, trying to get in from 2 yards out. He's going to be just short. Now, the Spartans say they have the football. They come out with it. Haven't seen any indication from the officials.
No, I think it came out while he was down. No conference among the officials. backside pressure came right at the point of attack. It was there, but slow pushing it, getting the good push they needed. Backside pressure pulls him down.
So it is 2nd and goal, Berwick, from the Wyoming Valley West 1 yard line. Tyler Winter is back in there. He's the tailback. DeAndrea ahead of him in the I. Lear under center. Lear gives it to DeAndrea straight ahead, and Jimmy DeAndrea is in for a Berwick touchdown.
Rewarded for his tough-nosed play, hard running, strong defense, Jim, with that touchdown carry. Jimmy DeAndrea now has 44 yards on the game. Tyler Winter 128. And Ethan Lear is just 10 yards short of 100 yards. And going for 5 on kicks is Luke Peters as they line up for this PAT.
9-play, 69-yard drive by Berwick. Some movement on the Berwick line, so this is going to be from 5 yards back. Other than the penalties, and that is a bugaboo, it's number 6 on Berwick by my count. They have played really a terrific game.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
No turnovers.
It's looked strong in all aspects, Jim. Defensively, a very strong game. Kicking game on PATs has been very strong. Good coverage.
Peters from a little farther back. No problem. Booms it through. Time out in the field. 1:18 remaining. Third quarter play. Berwick 35, Wyoming Valley West 7. You're listening to Bulldogs Football on Pop Radio.
Neighbor Fence Company has fencing for where you want it, serving Columbia, Montour, and Luzerne counties. Neighbor Fence provides top-quality residential and commercial fencing, vinyl, chain link, wood, aluminum, and ornamental fencing, plus vinyl railing and specialty products. Neighbor Fence Company, 1140 State Route 239 in Wapwallopen. Call 570-752-4423 or visit them online at neighborfencecompany.com. Neighbor Fence Company is a proud sponsor of local youth athletic teams.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
1:18 remaining in the third quarter. Berwick's been terrific in this quarter. 2 possessions, 2 scores, the latest 9 plays, 69 yards. Jimmy DeAndrea in from 1 yard out for the score. There was a 19-yard run by Ethan Lear. There was a 23-yard pass from Lear to Harrison Snyder. Now, on that extra point, which was good, there was a personal foul roughing the kicker against Wyoming Valley West. So Luke Peters will tee it up from the Spartans' 45-yard line.
I think you let him kick it deep this time, Jim, yet the deep men are only on the 10-yard line. He shouldn't be going from here.
Yeah, if he just kicks what he just did on that extra point. And he does go long. And it will sail out of the end zone, and the Spartans will take over the football. 1:18 to go in the third. Berwick on their way to their second win of the season. Second win in the last 3 games as they lead the Spartans 35-7.
Spartans haven't been able to muster much, Jim. When they involve Tyler Mattis, they've done a little on the ground. When they've thrown to him, he has 4 receptions for 25 yards. But again, missing their big studs. Isaiah Cobb, the star running back, he's not able to go. Unable to go with their starting quarterback. Lucas Zensevich. Should have those Polish names down a lot easier.
Aren't you glad he wasn't starting today?
Oh, yeah. And they spell it with the D for Zensevich.
From the 20, Brown takes the shotgun snap, rolls right, fires, has his man, Duboskus. Jake Duboskus runs over a tackler, gets out to the 27. Good effort by him.
He ran over the man out there, and man slid down to the knee and held on. Don't usually see him very involved. Duboskus just had 1 catch for 8 yards on the season. That'll be his second, and that'll be an 8-yarder.
2nd and 2, Wyoming Valley West at the 28-yard line. Spartans won their opening game of the season. It ended a program 16-game losing streak and gave first-year head coach Bob Stelma his first win. Now they go to the Wildcat, and Otway, the freshman, has it, and he gets out to the 38-yard line. So a direct snap to Jonathan Otway. This is a great prospect. They really like this kid, and he showed something there as he got out to the 37, picked up 9 for a first down.
Yeah, I like the way he plays. When you see young people, freshmen, sophomores, sort of stepping up and making their presence known, it certainly bodes well for the program.
1st and 10, Wyoming Valley West at their 37-yard line. Otway again out of the Wildcat. Has the snap, looking for running room. Tries to get outside left. Ty Wilkerson in pursuit, makes the catch, and the ball goes out of the hands of Otway and out of bounds. But good pursuit by Ty Wilkerson from his linebacker spot.
Yeah, Harrison Snyder was chasing from behind and dove at the feet. Sort of tipped the one, may have forced a little stumble, but then Ty Wilkerson coming up strong as an outside backer, doing a real nice job.
And Wilkerson on the ground, it may be a cramp, the way he's reacting to that.
We saw him go down in the last game up at Wilkes-Barre, Jim. Sometime you re-aggravate some of those cramps or stretched muscles or twists.
Yeah, it looks like another cramp Berwick player out on the field. That was a nice matchup to the outside between two excellent young players. The freshman Otway, the sophomore Wilkerson. Wilkerson came a long way to make that play. He's up and around. It appears that it was a cramp as they work on the other player at the 45-yard line. We talked about Berwick's schedule and how the 4 teams that have beaten them are having such good seasons, 17-3 altogether. Well, it gets about as tough as it's going to get next week as the Bulldogs go on the road to play Dallas. Now, Dallas is undefeated. And their first 2 games of the season, they won in single-digit fashion. But as this season has gone along, if you've followed their games, they have just become a dominant force in the Wyoming Valley Conference. So that'll be a tough test for the Bulldogs on the road next Friday night in the place they call the Back Mountain. We'll be on the air starting with the Coach Bennett Show at 6. Jimmy DeAndrea is the player. He's up on his feet. And again, it looks like a cramp situation. We're almost into October, but this is a pretty warm evening for this football game. It's a full moon off to our left. And it's been a terrific night for Berwick as they lead 35-7.
During the injury timeout, Jim, they changed sides of the field as the quarter had run out on us, so we won't get that stoppage as we have 12 minutes up on the clock entering the 4th period. 2nd and 9 coming up.
And Spartans moving from our left to a right in this period as they have it at their 38. Brown out of the gun. Rolls to his right, looking downfield to throw. Cocks the arm, fires incomplete. Intended for Ingram. Pass came up short. Caleb May on the coverage from his safety position for the Bulldogs.
Bought time by rolling to the right. Nice coaching design to the play. Caleb May, probably from tight end on the left, crossing the field. Had a step or so on the secondary, but the quarterback on the move just couldn't get enough arm under that to get the ball out to him.
Sawyer Keller, a sophomore, number 6 in the Berwick secondary, as it will be a 3rd down and 9. Spartans at their 38-yard line.
Sean Bankus in at a corner as well.
And so with that 35-7 lead, acting coach Bo Orlando going to his bench as Paul Riggs gets a rare carry in this game for him and gets very little off the left side.
Harrison Snyder happens to live there at right defensive tackle, Jim, so you're not going to get much running at him. Paul Riggs with his 3rd carry. If they give him a yard on that, he'll be back to -1 yard on 3 carries.
Josh Kishbaugh is going to back up in single safety for the Bulldogs in this punting situation. As Ingram, Cam Ingram back at the Spartan 27-yard line. We're just underway in the final period. Tyler Ruddy with the snap. Left foot away, very, very high kick, and it hits the helmet of a Valley West player. And then a Berwick player grabs it at the 10.
Should come back to the point of first touching. Tyler Ruddy, the snapper, Jim, was the first man down. He fronted Josh Kishbach eye to eye, staring him down a yard away, and it hit him in the helmet. So I believe it comes back to that point where Tyler Ruddy was hit by the punt.
Well, referee Jay Rowan just indicated something. I didn't quite see what the
Well, you
motion
prevented
was.
him from making the fair catch. Josh Kishbach couldn't step up to make the catch because Ruddy was standing there where it hits him in the helmet.
So the penalty will go against the Spartans and will take it to the 40-yard line, and that's where Berwick will put it in play. With 11:01 remaining in the game, and 35-7 is the Berwick lead. But Bulldogs would love to get a score here, put it in the mercy rule, and then maybe get some of these starters out of there with Dallas looming next week. Slot to the left side. Lear gives the ball to Winter. Tyler Winter, nice cut. Gets by one man and another, and then finishes strong as always. Picks up 8 or 9 on the play.
Boy, Jim, he just has nice vision, too. He usually explodes into the hole. This time after 3 yards, he was looking at where's the defense, where's my blockers? And a deliberate run, breaking it inside, and then, as you mentioned, finishing it strong as usual. Give him 9 on the carry. Give him 137 yards on the game.
And again, not too long ago, he had back-to-back best performances against Williamsport's 156. That's his career best. 2nd and 1. Lear has the snap, back to throw, trying to set something up. Does to Tyler Winter. Spartans are all over him, but he breaks free at the 40, the 35, and down to the 30-yard line. Lear went all the way to his right, lobbed a pass to Winter. Wyoming Valley West appeared to have read that very, very well. They had Winter surrounded, but he is just one tough man to bring down. He makes a big play out of it to the 30-yard line.
Well, first there was great pressure on the quarterback, and Ethan Lear is able to keep backpedaling and then throw it from the right side over to the left to the screen action. Lear's able to make the catch, work his way down, and somehow elude the potential tacklers.
21 yards on the reception by Tyler Winter. 1st and 10 Berwick at the Wyoming Valley West 30. Slot to the right. Hawkins in motion. Fake to him. They're going to option to the left. The pitch is to Winter, and they're all over the play. He'll lose a yard. Good defensive work by the Spartans. Among the people coming up to make the play was Tyler Ruddy.
Mackey Wells also as they double-teamed him. It was strange. Straight option. Not zone read, not that inside type of option where you're riding the belly. But quarterback coming down the line. Left-handed pitch to the running back.
We go under 9 minutes remaining in the game. Berwick has scored on each of their previous possessions in this second half, trying to stay perfect as they have it at the Spartan 31-yard line. Wide receiver to either side. Lear gives the ball. The Winter breaks free at the 25. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. He's still on his feet down around the 12-yard line.
Boy, he runs hard and he won't be brought down. Again, waited for the seam to open off the right side. The blocks developed and then he burst on through. A lot of open field. I don't know if Valley West is fatiguing or what, but they're not getting great angles of pursuit after him. Eventually, well downfield, they run him down and 3 men have to tackle him.
Big night for Tyler Winter at 19 yards to his rushing totals with 8:20 still to go.
155 yards by my count. I'd like to see Ethan Lear get 10 more yards and join him in the 100-yard club. He has 90.
Winter comes out of there as Berwick 1st and 10. The 12. It's the give off the left side.
Sean Bankus with the carry. Jim, we said we've been seeing a lot of the clean jerseys, seeing people in different positions. We've seen him defensively. Now we see him as a running back. He'll get a yard on that.
Sean Bankus wears number 4. He's a 5'9", 160-pound junior. They mark it right at the line of scrimmage, so we'll call it 2nd down and 10 at the 12. Again, a Berwick touchdown and an extra point would put this into the mercy rule mode. 7.5 minutes to go here at Crispin Field.
Alex Estrella, one of the wide receivers in this unit.
Bankus behind Lear in the pistol. Lear tried to hand off. The ball hits the turf, and then Lear recovers, and it'll be a loss of 3 back to the 15-yard line.
It takes some timing and work with the individuals to get that ball in the belly where you can still pull it out. And I think with Bankus working with Lear, they haven't had that many reps at it, and it just was not a good mesh.
So it's 3rd and long. Berwick at the Wyoming Valley West 15-yard line. Tyler Winter is back in that backfield with 6:40 to go in the game. Blocking backs to the left. Lear has the snap. Back to throw. He's going to run with it. He's at the 15 and spins down to the 10-yard line. He'll pick up about 5 on the play. And Berwick will bring the field goal unit on as he gets to the 11. Give him 4 yards on the play.
I have with 94 yards. Wasn't sure how to work on that fumble where they messed the mesh point up. Minus 3 team.
There is a 28-yard field goal attempt by Luke Peters. Tried his first field goal of his career. Snap is high. Kishbaugh gets it down, and the kick is low and will not go through. Timeout in the field. 5:49 remaining in this one. And it remains Berwick 35 and Wyoming Valley West 7. So the Bulldogs, for the first time in this second half, come up short. Not by much. They drove to the 11-yard line.
No, they had the one play where the ball dropped to the ground in the backfield as they failed to mesh properly. If they got positive yards on that, they probably could have driven it in for the touchdown, get themselves into the mercy rule. Instead, settling for a field goal from the left hash and not quite getting there.
So 1st and 10 for the Spartans as they move from our left to our right. We mentioned Berwick on the road at Dallas next week. Wyoming Valley West will be at Spartan Stadium in Kingston for a home game against the Millionaires of Williamsport. Again, stay with us in the post game. Julie Lentz will bring us updated on all the scores from this evening. 1st and 10. Spartans at their 20. Brown back to throw. Rolling, fires, diving attempt at a catch. They're ruling it incomplete as he tried to go the freshman Otway. Pass too low for him. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 20.
I like that they roll him out. I don't think he's that comfortable in straight drop back. Plus, when you roll him out, you shorten the field and get shorter throws. The player down again, probably cramping up for the Bulldogs. They're just stretching that leg as the trainers slowly work their way out.
In fact, one of the players out there said, "We won't even wait for the trainer. I'll get this started."
I'll get it started. Yeah, and they lie them on their back, and if it's the hamstring, you basically take that leg straight up and then push it back toward the helmet gingerly. Make sure you don't hurt them any further. Numbers block from this, and it's not going to be a serious injury. Player down there is more interested in getting water than in getting the leg tended to and hurrying back into the field of play.
Now that we're in the second part of the season, this being the 6th weekend, it's time to look at the postseason prospects. For Berwick coming into this one, they were 9th in the standings for District 2-4A. Now, you have to be in the top 8 to get in the playoffs, but there's a lot of time left. This win will certainly help in that regard. And they'd love to, the way things are progressing, you say, well, one of the prospects you go in as the 8th team. Well, the point is, when your season is trending in the right direction, as Berwick's is, you want to go at least one more week and see what you can do.
It also gives you one more week of practice with your team. You work your younger people. You get the drills going. You get all that. And you say you've made the playoffs. That's a positive for the next year. Some of the problems is they have some of the powerhouses still on the schedule, but so do the other teams vying for that 7th and 8th slot.
Jimmy DeAndrea, for the second time in this game, has to come off with the cramps. We're ready to go now. 5:43 to go.
Jake Listnock at outside backer.
Oh, handoff is to Mattis, and he is going nowhere.
Oh, a real nice hit by number 44, Jim. That's Brock Sims. Inside linebacker filling in where DeAndrea came out. Boy, he shot that gap and shoulder into the numbers hard.
Cam Gomez has checked into the Berwick defense as the Bulldogs with that big lead and 5:18 to go. Getting a lot of fresh faces in there. Here's a 3rd down and 12. Wyoming Valley West back at their 18-yard line. Out of the pistol. Mattis is the running back behind Carson Brown. A quick out to the far side to Outway. Makes a nice move and gets to about the 21 as Berwick defends it very well, even with the subs in.
Yes, they do. Backward pass, really, but will be ruled in the stats as a forward pass. He'll gain a yard on that. That's about it.
4th and 9. Cam Ingram has been busy as the punter for the Spartans in this one. Standing back at his 8-yard line. Braylon Hawkins anticipates for Berwick. The Spartans getting a man on late and another man on late.
They're playing with 9.
Play clock down to 3, 2. The snap is there, and the left-footed kicker Ingram gets it away. Hawkins will let it roll. Takes a nice roll where the Spartans are concerned. And will roll dead at the Berwick 29-yard line. So perhaps the last possession of this game for the Bulldogs with 4:04 to go. And they lead by a score of 35-7.
We know that Tyler Winters had a great game, 155 yards rushing by my count. I'd like to see Ethan Lear get to the 100 yards. I have him at 95. But yet by the same token, I don't want to run my quarterback at this point in the game for the fear of injury.
And you have Tyler Winter at 155?
I have him at 155.
His career best?
156?
Yes.
Give him one more carry.
I don't think that's the concern of acting coach Bo Orlando right now. And we see Ethan Lear with his helmet off on the sideline. So Berwick will get some subs in. Now, where are we going with the football?
Wow, are they going back to the original line of scrimmage, or they'd have 3 personal fouls? Wow, are they walking this back? Are they calling some kind of a... I just don't know what they're doing.
Give us a signal.
I'm lost.
Well,
first down for Valley West. There must have been a 15-yard penalty. I did not see a flag thrown before the kick. 15 yards gives Valley West the first down. So that's the situation. I still didn't see I wasn't watching close enough to see exactly what kind of penalty it was.
So 1st and 10 for the Spartans at their own 37 with 4:04 to go in this game. And the final arithmetic, the only thing in doubt, is a 35-7 Berwick lead.
Again, a lot of fresh jerseys, people we have not seen in the game, populating that defense for the Bulldogs.
Slot to the right side. Ingram in motion, right to left. Call goes to Mattis, looking for running room, and he'll get out to the 40-yard line. I don't know for sure who the personal foul was on against Berwick, but based on the death stare that Bo Orlando gave to a certain player who I won't mention, I think I know who did it. So a gain of 3 for Mattis, 2nd down and 7 for Valley West at their own 40. 3:33 remaining in the game. Wide receivers right and left. Outway out of the Wildcat has the call, and he will go off the ride and get to about the 44-yard line. Again, the Bulldogs on the road into the back mountain to play Dallas, an undefeated Dallas team. They were undefeated coming into this one and had a huge lead over Hazleton area. Last we heard, again, we'll check with Julie for updates. Chris Bowman, 6'2", 185-pound sophomores in the Berwick defensive front now on a 3rd down and 3 for Wyoming Valley West. As the call goes to Mattis, he has the first down and then some, running hard to the Berwick 44-yard line.
Jake Lisnock hits him, and then Cam Gomez finishes off with the tackle, but a nice strong run. And another player down, this time a Valley West player. It's number 1, that's Paul Riggs, Jim, who we were expecting to see carry the ball quite a bit. Has had limited action offensively.
And a second player injured as well. 2:41 to go in the game. 35-7 Berwick. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Hi, this is Cassidy from the Independence Ford Service Department, Route 11 in Bloomsburg. Does your Ford or Lincoln vehicle need service? Having trouble getting an appointment at your usual service center? At Independence Ford, we can and will take care of all your service needs. Regardless of where you purchase your Ford or Lincoln vehicle, our goal is to get you back on the road. Give me a call for an appointment today at 784-1414.
Come and get a great deal and total satisfaction.
Independence Ford, better people, better prices.
Planning your next big event? Weddings, concerts, church festivals, even construction sites. Preferred Portables has you covered. Preferred Portables offers a luxury restroom trailer that even has hot water. No power? No problem. They can provide a generator to keep the lights on. They even provide sanitary service to campgrounds, parks, parties, and have 24-hour emergency service. Contact Preferred Portables to learn about event and contractor pricing. Check out their website, preferredportables.com. We're number 1 when you have to go number 2.
The home of the Berwick Bulldogs. This is W234BH Berwick at 94.7, WBWX W242CY Berwick at 96.3, W282CO Bloomsburg at 104.3, W288CF Danville at 105.5, and streaming online at thisispopradio.com. Pop Radio, a 7 Mountains Media radio station.
Paul Riggs got off under his own power. We're back to action. 2:41 to play. Wyoming Valley West with the football at the Berwick 43-yard line with a 1st and 10. Carson Brown back at the quarterback controls. Outway had that last carry out of the Wildcat. And Brown has the snap. And he gives off to right side, and the ball is free, and Berwick has the football.
Jake Lisnock took it away, Jim, for number 23, William LeBron. LeBron in the eye, was diving off the left side. He gets stood up, and Lisnock just rips the ball out of his hands and takes it about 8 yards the other direction. So Berwick will get a final possession here.
Yeah, they were hoping to get the backups at least one series, and they'll get that now with 2:21 to go. And Berwick leading 35-7. So Lisnock comes up with the turnover, and he will be the quarterback, taking snaps from the 44. Cam Gomez is the running back to the right of Lisnock from the 44-yard line. Gomez gets the call up the left side. Nice surge over the 45 out to about the 48-yard. Make that Sean Bankus. Bankus on the carry for the Bulldogs. And he picks up about 5 on the play. 2nd down call coming. Under 2 minutes now remaining in the game.
Yeah, nice strong running. They're going to go with a pretty much vanilla offense here. You expect them to be going primarily with the running game.
Lisnock, maybe the heir apparent at that quarterback position. He's just a 9th grader, 6 foot, 205-pounder. He's operating out of the gun. Bankus again breaks free over midfield. Nice run all the way to the 38-yard line. Sean Bankus with a nice effort.
Yes, it was. Came off the left side, follow his blocks, hit about 5 yards into the run, but just breaks away from that, keeps on going till they pull him down.
12 yards in the carry by Sean Bankus. 1st and 10, Berwick at the Wyoming Valley West 39-yard line. Bulldogs scored on their first possession of this game off the opening kickoff. Wyoming Valley West early in the second tied it at 7. It's been all Berwick ever since. Lisnock out of the gun. Rolling right to throw, and he's going to be sacked back at midfield.
Samir Sharif, who's been shadowing the quarterbacks throughout in this game, came in. The running back, who was to protect, just kind of ran on by him and gave Sharif that good shot. Jake, listen up.
Loss of 10 on the play, back to the 49-yard line. Again, stay with us for the post-game show. Andy will have all the numbers, and some big numbers in Berwick's favor in this one. And Julie Lentz will bring us updated on the high school football scoreboard. Final play of the game upcoming. Too much time.
Yeah, they had people in the wrong side of the formation. Receiver running all the way from right to the left. Couldn't get over there soon enough.
There's a back judge that is really a stickler for the rules with 9 seconds to play.
Rules are rules, Jimmy.
Lisdock has the snap. Gives to Bankus off the left side. Bankus over midfield to the 45 and to the 37-yard line. Picks up 14 on the play. The final play of this one. And what do we have? Flags flying and an altercation on the far side of the field.
Not coming out, chasing his people back to the sidelines. Berwick player was over in the Valley West sideline. There was a scrum over there. Berwick ran over to help them out. Teams are separated now. Calmer heads will prevail.
Yeah. Good job by Bo Orlando. He showed that NFL speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting across the field. So they will sort things out. We will as well when we return. But the final score we can tell you, Berwick 35, Wyoming Valley West 7. You're listening to Berwick Football on Pop Radio.
Hi, this is Jonathan from Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick. We are happy to announce that once again we will have the Nespoli Jewelers Athlete of the Week throughout this football season. Each week, the Berwick coaches will choose an athlete who worked hard, was a good teammate, and put forth his best effort all week. We will announce this student athlete on this station prior to the Berwick football game, and we will be honoring him by donating $100 in his name to the charity of his choice. For more information on the chosen Nespoli Athlete of the Week, please visit us on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 30 years experience and new Bulldog wear for every age, including masks, tees, polos, sweater shirts, jackets, and hats. They even have brand new indestructible silicone cups, koozies, car coasters, decals, and more. Shop at masonsmonogram.com for their new items and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogram for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
Save today on a great selection of the best appliance brands and discover top-notch service at Flick Brothers Electric in Bloomsburg. Browse their showroom, which features appliances in a variety of different kitchen configurations and offers appliances and water heaters for every budget. Flick Brothers showcases top names like GE and GE Monogram, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, KitchenAid, Maytag, Sharp, Amana, and built in the USA Speed Queen and Viking appliances. Flick Brothers Electric, Maple Lane, Bloomsburg for over 65 years. Call 570-784-3444.
Drive your new GMC home today. New vehicles have been hard to come by. So at Alexander Family Buick GMC, we've been telling you to reserve your new GMC truck or SUV. But with 25 new GMCs in stock now and 25 more to arrive soon, you don't have to reserve one. You can drive one home today. And with the highest trade values, the lowest rates, and the Blaze Alexander lowest price guaranteed, now is the time to drive one off our lot. Shop online where we're always open. Alexander Family Buick GMC in Bloomsburg. Taking the deals the other guys won't.
Proud sponsor of Penn State Athletics.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Well, the officials still out on the field, but both teams have left the field. Again, there was an altercation on the last play of the game on the Wyoming Valley West sideline. A Berwick player ended up over there. And I guess the only reason that they're out in the field sorting things out, if there was an ejection, that would be carried over to the next week. So that's what Jay Rowan is talking things over on the field right now. But a convincing win for Berwick tonight. 35-7 is the final. Bulldogs started quickly, took the opening kickoff, went 9 plays, 55 yards, the touchdown, a 15-yard run by Tyler Winter, his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. There was also a 17-yard run by Ethan Lear. Both of those players had terrific nights running the football. Luke Peters with the extra point. Berwick with a 7-0 lead. Late in that first quarter, a punt was returned by Jonathan Otway, the freshman for Valley West, around midfield. Actually, he caught the punt, was in the grasp, and had the presence of mind to pitch the ball to Mekhi Wells, who raced 36 yards to the Berwick 14-yard line. And then early in the second quarter, Carson Brown with a 5-yard touchdown pass to Tyler Mattis. Roger Storm with the extra point. We were tied at 7, but Berwick's offense remained sharp. Bulldogs came back with a 13-play, 61-yard scoring drive. Tyler Winter from 7 yards out for the score. On that drive, he had runs of 12 and 14 yards. Luke Peters with the extra point. Berwick led 14-7, 5:22 to go in the half. Bulldogs weren't done. A 7-play, 51-yard drive. Ethan Lear from the 2-yard line for the score. He also had a run of 16. Winter had a run of 19 along that 7-play drive. Luke Peters with the extra point. That came with 52 seconds remaining in the half. And at the half, Berwick led 21-7. Bulldogs picked up where they left off in that third quarter. First possession, 5 plays, 63 yards. Ethan Lear, 28-yard touchdown pass to Braylon Hawkins. Hawkins caught it inside the 10, made some nice moves to get into the end zone. Also in that drive, another big pass play, 23-yard pass completion from Lear to his tight end, Harrison Snyder. After the Hawkins touchdown, Peters with the extra point, 28-7 Bulldogs, 7:41 to go in the third. Bulldogs will put one more score on the board in that third quarter, capping a 9-play, 69-yard drive on a 1-yard touchdown run by Jimmy DeAndrea. Luke Peters with the extra point, 35-7 Bulldogs. They had one more good drive in the fourth, drove to the 11-yard line of Wyoming Valley West, tried a 28-yard field goal that came up no good. But the Bulldogs win handily here tonight. The final, Berwick 35, Wyoming Valley West 7. We'll check other scores with Julie Lentz, and we'll check the stats with Andy Lickney when we return. You're listening to Bulldogs Football on Pop Radio.
Planning your next big event? Weddings, concerts, church festivals, even construction sites. Preferred Portables has you covered. Preferred Portables offers a luxury restroom trailer that even has hot water. No power? No problem. They can provide a generator to keep the lights on. They even provide sanitary service to campgrounds, parks, parties, and have 24-hour emergency service. Contact Preferred Portables to learn about event and contractor pricing. Check out their website, preferredportables.com. We're number one when you have to go number 2.
As a community bank, First Columbia Bank and Trust knows the value of helping our young people dream, excel, and reach their goals. For more than 120 years, First Columbia has been committed to helping our communities prosper and our youth succeed. We're proud to invest in our youth through athletics, the arts, and education. First Columbia Bank and Trust, with you and your children every step of the way.
Every step of the way. First Columbia Bank.
Hi, this is Jonathan from Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick. We are happy to announce that once again we will have the Nespoli Jewelers Athlete of the Week throughout this football season. Each week, the Berwick coaches will choose an athlete who worked hard, was a good teammate, and put forth his best effort all week. We will announce this student athlete on this station prior to the Berwick football game, and we will be honoring him by donating $100 in his name to the charity of his choice. For more information on the chosen Nespoli Athlete of the Week, please visit us on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Addiction to prescription drugs and opioids is still our biggest problem. Hi, this is Megan Balaam from W&L Subaru, Mazda, Nissan, and Collision Center. Pennsylvania's overdose rate is 36.1% deaths per 100,000 people. Since the start of COVID, opioid overdoses are still on the rise, so it's reasonable to expect the death toll of opioid crisis in Pennsylvania to rise even further. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, visit unitedinrecovery.org. All of us here at W&L Subaru, Mazda, Nissan, and Collision Center are united in recovery.
This is Berwick football coach Mike Bennett. You're listening to Bulldogs Football on Pop Radio.
Impressive win for the Bulldogs tonight in their arch rivalry game with Wyoming Valley West. Berwick wins it handily. The final 35-7. For an update on other scores, let's go to Julie Lentz.
Thanks again, Jim. As I'm looking down my score sheet here, got a few finals. Dallas tonight beat Hazleton area 42-14 final. Wilkes-Barre area, they are ahead of Crestwood 34-14 in the fourth. Williamsport is ahead of Central Mountain 48-13 in the fourth. Wyoming area, they are ahead of Scranton 35-19 in the fourth. Nanaco, they pulled ahead. They are ahead of Pittston area 35-28 in the fourth. Warrior Run, they are ahead of Bloomsburg 35-6 in the fourth. Loyalsock is ahead of Central Columbia 50-10 in the fourth. This is the final. Danville unfortunately beat my alma mater Lewisburg 35-3 final. Southern Columbia, they beat Montoursville 21-0 final. Mount Carmel beat Midwest 55-0 final. In the fourth, Shamokin is ahead of Shikellamy 41-20. Milton is ahead of Hughesville 28-6 in the fourth. Selinsgrove, they beat Mifflinburg 63-7. That's a final. And in final, Jersey Shore beat Executive Education Academy 48-14 final. That's what I got for tonight, so let's head back one more time to Crispin Field with Jim and Andy.
Thank you very much, Julie. Convincing win for the Bulldogs here this evening. They beat Wyoming Valley West 35-7. Stats in tonight's game, Andy Lickney.
Yeah, lopsided in favor of Berwick, Jim. I have Valley West with 105 yards. I have Berwick with 435 yards. So you can see Berwick's dominance there. For Valley West, there really wasn't anything going in the running game. Their star runner, Isaiah Cobb, not able to play. Tried to go with Paul Riggs. He suffered 3 for -1 yard. Tyler Mattis looked solid, 6 carries for 22. William LeBron had an 8-yard gain, but then Jake Lisnock ripped the ball out of his hands, took it the other way. Jake DeBoscus, 1 carry for 1 yard. Going with Jonathan Otway, 5 carries for 22. And quarterback Carson Brown, I have him with 3 carries for 9. 61 yards on 19 carries by my tally. As I look at it quick, it doesn't seem to add up to that, but yes, there it is, the 8 yards. Yes, it comes out. Passing, I have Carson Brown is 7 of 12. 7 of 12, no interception, but just 44 yards. Tyler Mattis with 4 catches for 25. Tyler Makaravich caught a 10-yarder. Jonathan Otway caught 1 for 1 near the line of scrimmage, and DeBoscus caught an 8-yard pass. 44 in the air, 61 on the ground, 105 yards on their 31 plays. Compare the 105 to Berwick's 435. In the air, it was 97 yards. On the ground, 338. Let's go with the pass receivers. Actually, quarterback Ethan Lear, I have him is 8 of 14 for the 97 yards. Ty Wilkerson caught 2 for 9. Josh Kishbach caught 2 for 6. Braylon Hawkins, a 28-yard touchdown, his first catch of the season. Tyler Winter caught a 21-yarder. Very nice play there. Harrison Snyder caught 1, was hit, and knocked the defender down. 23 yards on that play. Caleb May caught a nice 10-yarder in the first half. Factor them all up, I'm looking at 6 different receivers for 97 yards on the 8 completions. But it's the running game that dominated. Tyler Winter has the big numbers. 18 carries, 155 yards by my count. Jimmy DeAndre, 9 carries for 44. Sean Bankus toward the end of the game, 31 yards on his 4 carries. Braylon Hawkins took a ball for 6 yards on an end-around action. Team I have -3 as they didn't mesh and the ball dropped to the ground. Jake Lisnock took a sack, lost 10 yards on that. And Ethan Lear, the quarterback, 13 carries, 95 yards. 95 for Ethan Lear, 155 for Winter. Jimmy DeAndre looked strong. DeAndre with 44 yards. Dominant rushing performance again, 48 carries, 338. Added almost 100 in the air, 435 yards for Berwick as they took this one going away, Jimmy.
Great performance by the Bulldogs as they win for the second time this season, for the second time in the last 3 weeks. Wyoming Valley West, with the loss, falls to 1-5. They'll be home against Williamsport next Friday. For the Bulldogs, they'll take their 2-4 record to the back mountain next Friday night to take on unbeaten Dallas. That final again tonight, Berwick 35, Wyoming Valley West 7. For Andy Lickney and our producer Julie Lentz, this is Jim Doyle reminding you heard it live on Pop Radio.